I love that.
There it is.
Oh,
Welcome,
that's
everybody.
awesome.
GoreAphobe here, along with Karen from Ocean Chicks Films, and that is our brand new intro. She just seen it for the first time, just like you guys did. So,
I was
hope
smiling
everybody
the whole
thinks
time.
cool. Yeah, it takes time, a little bit of work, but I love making that shit, man. I got an intro. I got like 3 or 4 intros back, but I made that one especially for our show. So
Excellent. I love it. I want to watch it again. Let's watch it again. No.
yeah, we can probably squeeze it in here. I always do that too. I always do it 2 or 3 times. Hey, Ninja, what's up? How's everyone doing? Don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Thank you.
Hey,
Like
Ninja.
people hunting down a colonial marine and a bug hunt. Exactly. Hey, Echo. Hey, Fred. How's it going? What do you guys think about the brand new intro? Everybody saying hello to everybody? Come on. Stroke my ego, guys. Hey, what's
I
up,
love it.
everyone? Alien Day next month. Yeah, man. And I also got a special surprise for all you that know American World in New Jersey. He does really good in depth in the way he talks. He had I knew he liked Alien, but I didn't realize that he loved it as much as he does, and he is so passionate
Oh,
about it.
that's cool. Can't wait to see that.
Waffles in the house. What's going
Hey,
on,
Waffles.
man?
Hey, Sean.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Hey.
New tunes on a new intro. Yep, that intro is especially for this show.
All my favorite movies.
Yeah, I tried to squeeze them all in there along with some of mine and all that. Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, man.
Sean, what's going on, man? Cool, thank you very
Hey,
much.
Sean.
Appreciate that. Yeah, everybody, don't forget to hit that like, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Are we gonna be doing the theatrical or the special edition's like 2.5 hours long? The regular is over 2 anyway. It doesn't matter to me
I have
which
the
one.
theatrical ready to go, but it's totally up to everybody else. I'm whichever way you want to go.
That one's fine to me too. You know, I mean, that's the one I
Okay.
grew up on. Man, everybody talking. I love the way we get our live streams because everybody just goes nuts. They talk to
Yeah.
each other, you know, and I'm pretty much just on top of it, trying to stay kept up with them the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
we
talk
got
too much,
footage.
I know.
We got footage of me talking to him. He's really passionate about it. He's just like we are passionate about it. Um, this is
Cool.
like your favorite film, isn't it?
It's
Aliens,
my
the
favorite
second
film
one.
of all time. You know what? I know we were kind of waffling between the two films last time we talked, but
Mhm.
this is my favorite film. This is hands down my favorite movie, like of all time, of all movies.
Cool. Great cast, great directing, great
Yeah.
screenplay,
Yep.
everything.
Yep.
Um, and the Ripley character really comes into her own in this one too, in my opinion. She really becomes that. And you know that's what I was talking to Werewolf about. You know, she kind of innovated that, and he seems to think some other people did, but they may have dabbled into it. But Ripley really grasped it. She really nailed it. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't a big Ripley fan growing up. And it wasn't Ripley. I didn't like Sigourney Weaver all that much, but
Right.
I've kind of come around lately. You know what I mean? It is true what they say. Your taste changes every so often, just for some reason, like
Yep.
foods. You
Yep.
know,
Very true. Well, the more we analyze these movies, the more our opinion changes too. Like, I feel
yeah,
like the first film really epitomizes the 70s, and the second one kind of bridges that gap between the 70s and 80s and brings it into that. And you know what? The whole thing about the third film not being people's favorites because the character's getting killed off. I'm kind of changing my mind about that. I think I like that one too. The more new films I see, the more I go back to these films and
yeah.
rewatch, and I like them. I think that all three are good.
I think that people just wanted to see more of Hicks and more of Newt. Is what it was.
Yeah,
I think it kind of broke their heart a little bit that they died.
yeah,
Um, but it would have been nice to dabble into it a little bit, or at least show what happened, so at least have it be a part of the film.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
They did.
people felt gypped. You know,
Yeah, I remember
well,
that back in the day too. I remember feeling that way to be like, no, I didn't want them to die. Had they stayed alive though, or carried on, it would have been a whole different film. Like it would have,
absolutely. Yeah,
it wouldn't have
there's a
been so.
the one dude. Neil Blomkamp wrote a whole script for it. It was going to be Alien 5, but it was going to take out Alien 3 and 4, and
Right.
it was going to come right after this one. It was going to be a direct sequel to this one.
Right.
But Ridley Scott jumped in and made Prometheus, and it kind of took it out from under him. He never got to do it.
Right.
So could be why people was pissed and bitched about Prometheus and the Alien Covenant.
Right.
It's personal. People get so passionate and personal about films they love. You know what I mean? Like you get in a little.
Yeah, I
I've
know.
been in little arguments with people at parties. You know, sitting around drinking, playing cards. And
Yep.
all that movie sucks. It's like, what are you talking about, dude? Tell me what about that movie sucks. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
Oh, you know, and to give you something brilliant like, oh, it just sucks. Like, well, that's really intricate, man. It just
What does
sucks.
that mean? Yeah. Expand on that a bit.
You don't know why. You just talking about one, yeah.
Yeah.
So to see part 3, part 4. Part 4 is definitely my least favorite. But one thing like I said before, one thing I love about it is the swimming of the alien. I think that looks bad as hell.
Yeah. I didn't like Winona Ryder in it.
Yeah, I didn't care for the Ripley character in it either. I didn't like her being part alien. I thought that began to be a little silly.
Right.
You guys tell me which alien this is so I can look it up, please. This is Aliens from 1986, man. I'm sorry about that.
Number 2.
I'm trying to give her a crash course in in horror. You know what I mean? She just got into horror, and I've already got her watching the Gates of Hell trilogy from Fulci. You know what I mean? So you talk about a
Cool.
crash course. You can't get in any. You know, you can't be sworn in any more than that.
Yep.
Just like
I think
pledge
once you
me.
get into it, though, you kind of get addicted to it a little bit.
Hell yeah! I got locked up into this stuff early as a kid, and I was never able to get out. Let me
Yeah.
see. Second one called Alien. The first one is called Alien. Yeah, it's Alien, Aliens, and then Alien 3, and then Alien Resurrection,
Yeah.
and then it goes to Prometheus, and then Alien Covenant.
Right.
Let's see. Slash Ray. What's up, Fred?
Hey, Fred.
Fred's like an encyclopedia of horror knowledge. It's awesome.
Awesome.
It's amazing how you take a movie of a known gender and change it, like Bring It On movies, which have been a teen comedy. Well, but but in the last one, Bring It On, Cheer or Die, which is a teen slasher. See, Fred even knows about the Bring It On movies, man. I mean, where does he find all this time? You know?
He doesn't have to read things 4 times like we do. Core.
Yeah. It's
He
just like
remembers.
definitely passionate about all films, Slasher Fred. I mean, you know, he just named off all the Bring It On movies. And I couldn't have done that shit.
That's cool.
It's Alien 3 and then Alien 4 Resurrection, right?
Yeah.
But see, unlike a lot of people, I'm actually a big fan of Prometheus and Alien Covenant. You know, that's not real popular, but I happen to like them a lot.
I kind of fell off a little bit around that time too, but you know what? I kind of love this franchise so much. I would say I like all of them.
Yeah. See, it's like
Yeah.
Ninja says. I like all the Alien films, but I will say Covenant is probably my least favorite. I'll take Covenant any day over Resurrection. Found it cool. It should be on Prime. If you have a subscription to like oh shit, like it's either Showtime or Stars, then you can stream them free.
Right.
Other sorry about bringing up the movies here that aren't totally free. But next week we'll be doing Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and it is on Tubi next
Tubi.
week.
Yeah. That's an
Lee,
excellent film too. I can't wait to do that one.
I have let me show the edition I have. It's an Arrow slip edition.
Oh, very cool. Of course you do.
Well, Phil has the German media book, which is badass. It's so fucking expensive. Famous People Under the Stairs. I think you'll enjoy that one. Oh, um, I actually went to the theater and seen that with
Did you?
my my first love and her brother and her dad. Hey, we got
Cool.
Maddie in here. And seen you in a little bit. How you doing, Maddie?
Hey, Maddie.
Found on Stars. See, I knew it was one of the two. As soon as I
On
get through all this here and get settled down, guys, I'll try to get this going. I feel like I don't like to leave any comments unchecked. Only the movies I think I'm one of 5 people who didn't hate Covenant. Me too, Sean. I actually liked it, man. I mean, I think Ridley Scott, see, he made Prometheus, and then he was going to slowly build into that universe. But people bitch because there wasn't any actual aliens in it. So
Right.
when he made Covenant, he kind of rushed that shit in there
Right.
a little faster than what he wanted to, and I think that's why it didn't turn out as good.
Right.
I enjoy it. Oh my god, yay, Killer Clowns! Never seen it. Oh, you will love it, man. Everybody, it don't matter who you are. If you're the hardest core horror fan that likes all the exploitation and all the hardest shit, they still like Killer Clowns.
Yeah, it's so fun. You're gonna really like it. I only
It's just
watched it recently, actually.
it's just one of them films, yeah.
It is fun.
Just to give that one a watch when you can, man. Yeah. Look it up later on tonight. Sean saying slash Fred. It's a very cult classic. It's almost like a version of the original Blob on digital, giving thumbs up everywhere. Killer Clowns is a whole lot of fun. Yep, it sure is. Trench, what is happening, Trench?
Hey,
My
Trench.
brother. All right, guys. We're gonna do a theatrical version.
Okay.
I'll just call it now. That way we're not debating anymore. It's one we all grew up on. It's one made us all fall in love with this stuff. I got tons of facts, really interesting facts. Don't be telling all my facts, Fred. Give me a chance to tell some of them.
Uh-oh. I
Bunch
shut
of
my
facts,
player off.
and then I will show you my editions that I have of the Alien franchise here later on. I will show you in 2 or 3 separate parts. I will show you the American Wolf in New Jersey interview. But first, fuck it, let's get ready to kick it off here. If everybody's ready, let me know. Yeah, well,
I'm not
anybody,
ready. Wait.
okay, that's what I'm going to say. Anybody who's not, let me know, and I'll hold up here. Hey, Steele, how's it going, man? Steele's been showing up a lot lately.
Hey,
Steele, Steele,
Steele.
Steele's just a cool dude, man. Right after I met him, he not long after I met, just 2 months after I met him, we talked and
Yeah.
on here and became friends. And he sent me, well, no, for like $60, he gave me like $200 worth of Screen Factory stuff.
Oh, cool.
Mid condition. And then a few months after that, he just sent me for free some other stuff. So he just, I was like, wow.
That's very cool. That's nice.
I was not expecting that. Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, here is one of the things he sent me: is guitar Sinbad collection from the Ray Harryhausen, limited 6,000 copies.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool. I got plastic around it here because I got it back here, and I don't want it turning yellow from the nicotine. So I protect this stuff. It's from Powerhouse Films in the UK. It's got Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, Golden Voyage of Sinbad, Sinbad in the Eye of the Tiger. They're all in this box.
Very nice.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
all
I'm
right.
ready. I'm ready.
All right. Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? Yeah. I'm sorry.
We're playing?
All right. I'm going to count down to 5 slow here, just in case anybody needs a little more time. 5. If anybody on there needs some time, let me know. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm hitting theatrical right now. I got to turn down the TV. See what's right here. Now it's going to take me to another goddamn screen. Look. Son of a bitch. Now it takes me over here, guys. Okay. I'll try to catch up with you real quick. Subtitles. That's fucking great. Do I not have subtitles on this son of a bitch? I think this version I got right here has got like fucking Swedish subtitles. No English subtitles.
Let's learn Swedish tonight too.
Luckily, I know the film really well, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Aw.
What the hell?
It's a glitchy night tonight.
Yeah, this is Ditar or Jim Cameron. Jagsru Oshregistrad in.
Only on Gore's channel.
That's what it says. I am now fluent in German and Swedish.
There you go. Awesome. Multitasking.
So, did you enjoy the Chinese food? What was it, a buffet, or was it where you just ordered the plate?
We just ordered plates. We got like some veggie, like stir fried rice and some deep fried stuff, and it was just really good. We shared everything, and it was kind of like we were going home, my daughter and I.
Cool.
And it was there, and I was like, "Let's go." So we're like, "Okay, let's get food."
Awesome. Cool.
It was a really nice restaurant. It was really fun. Um, Starting to get nice out again here, so it was just a really nice day out and about. I think I got a lot of sun on my face actually, which is weird, because I know you guys are probably still having snow and whatnot.
No,
Cold.
we actually had like a 50-degree day today.
Oh, okay.
It was actually pleasant. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Yeah.
cold. It wasn't
Yeah.
hot. It could have been maybe 5, 10 degrees warmer, but it felt good.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. No, we're
Especially no
getting like
rain.
hot all of a sudden.
Especially no rain and some bullshit like that. That's what really bugs me. It hurts my arthritis.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there's a theater massacre scene where the blob infiltrates the movie theater and everyone runs out of the cinema. Absolutely. Um, I'm at this one and currently watching the unrated version of Megan. Ooh, Megan's mainstream.
All the comments. You've got so many comments. Holy.
Seen before,
Okay.
so the brain. Okay, talking about the remake or the original slash red 1958. Yep, with yes. God damn it. Yeah, I got it right here. I got it right here on DVD, as a matter of fact. And as you can see, it's got a very young Steve McQueen in it.
Ah, cool. Nice.
Early Steve McQueen. Yeah, I haven't seen Megan yet. There's a couple of things about it rub me the wrong way. I'm not sure if I'll ever watch it.
I don't think you'll like it.
No, it's
I don't
too
think it's your kind of thing.
way too basic and mainstream for me. I'm not a mainstream guy. If
Yeah.
you're gonna go mainstream on me, you better you better really hook it up because I'm so against it these days. I'm on like a one man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like I need picket signs. No more mainstream. No more mainstream.
Yep. I have to agree.
Because mainstream's fucking up horror. It really is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's
like
not the
she
same.
like she has one liners. You better run. Or I think you better run. It'd have been a lot scarier if she just looked at him and said, run. That would have been a
Yeah.
lot better than I think you better run. Man, come on. What are you, Arnold Schwarzenegger? You need one liners?
Yeah. I saw Terrifier too.
Oh, did you catch it?
I
What's your
did.
thought? What are your thoughts on it?
I liked it. I thought it was good. I liked it. It was I didn't find that it was crazy long or anything. The
The third
kills
act
are
stretches a
over
bit.
the top.
Yeah, the kills are great. What bothered me about it is it got a little silly there at the end with her coming back and having that sword and
Yeah.
have and the typical tropes of her brother going, "You're the only one that can stop it." I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh no, man, don't do that to Terrifier."
Yeah. He probably could have cut that part out. Yeah,
That
and it would have been okay.
part three. My advice to him is don't do that shit anymore. See, and it's weird. The story goes weird because it almost leads you on to think for a minute. You're thinking, "What is her dad got something to do with him? Is he him?" You know what I mean? You're thinking for a minute, "What's going on with that?" And then
Yeah.
you find out, well, basically not. It doesn't explain it fully. Maybe they will in the third one.
Right.
But for a minute, you're thinking, "Oh, was dad evil?" Until you find out about the sword.
Right.
Megan to me was like Lady Chucky on roids. Leave it to Steel. Steel still knows what I'm saying. Yeah, very
You got
similar.
so many comments.
Oh yeah, they keep me busy. Megan. My review of Megan wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either.
It's a modern film. Let's just leave it at that.
Let's see, Megan kind of looks like a version of the classic Twilight Zone as the living doll. Oh my god, that is a great episode. My name is Tucky Tina,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
hate. My name is Tucky Tina, and I hate you.
I
And your
remember that.
that's a great episode. That's creepy.
Yeah.
And do you remember who stars in it? The asshole bad guy in it is Kojak, Telly Savalas.
Right. Yes.
With
Yep.
hair.
Yeah.
I think he had hair. Yeah. Oh, I love the Xena Warrior Princess was cool, man.
Xena Warrior Princess.
Xena did better in Terrifier 2. I was disappointed in Terrifier 2. For me, Terrifier 2 was my biggest disappointment of last year.
You
Not
didn't
that I
really care
hated it,
for it.
but that third act to me got silly. It went places I didn't like for it to go, and that's just a personal thing. It just went
Yeah.
a place I didn't care. So
Yeah.
we all have them, you know.
It'll be interesting to see what he does for the third film.
But it definitely stayed high on Thor, and the
Very much
kills were
so.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, they were
He's got
overly awesome.
something there. He's Damien's like, you know, on top of
What?
that. And art, David Howard Thornton is makes that movie, I think.
Well, the little girl, isn't she fucking terrifying?
She's creepy, yeah. She was creepy too, yeah.
She scares Art. You know, Art kind of was like, whoa. I love the
Yeah.
addition of the little girl. I think she ups the creep factor like crazy.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, I have to agree. Can you imagine what it was like for her, like wearing all that makeup and looking at herself in the mirror? Scare yourself.
Probably a little like I remember Linda Blair talking about you know that dummy they made of her that the head turned around. She said that thing
Right.
scared the hell out of her. She said
Hey,
that's
I
the
have
only
a
thing that scared her.
question. Should I do a watch party of The Exorcist 2?
Well, I mean, that's up to you. I mean, it'd probably be fun. You're bound to get a lot of people in there making fun of it and shooting the shit and talking about how,
That yeah.
you know,
That's what I was
instead of,
thinking.
instead of going, what a great classic, what an iconic film this is. It's iconic, all right. It's iconic in a different
Yeah.
way. That shit. Yeah, this fucking grasshopper, man. This fucking naked. That's crazy. Um, I I don't know. I mean, you could probably have a lot of fun with it. You know what I mean?
No, that's what I was hoping. I didn't
Yeah.
like it. I didn't like that movie. Like, I'm on that side. I don't like that movie, but I
Nobody
thought it would
does.
be fun.
Nobody. Every now and then you run into the odd person that goes, "Well, I didn't think it was that horrible." But
Right.
usually you got people going, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what it says. Kind of like pre-internet because they had profile pictures of Ripley's late comrades. Yeah, man says I'll watch that, Carrie. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna think about that seriously because I do know people that liked it. And I just curious to have everybody hash it out. I think it'd be fun.
You might get some interesting conversation. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's the plan. Yep. That's the
I bet.
plan.
I bet Slasher Fred knows about it. I bet Slasher Fred could tell you all kinds of shit about it. Yeah, her and this cat. She is for some reason I just never appreciated Sigourney Weaver early on. I didn't get where they played her off as this sex pot in Ghostbusters. I've
Right.
never been attracted to her, but I have a little more appreciation for the actual character now from the first two films after seeing what happened later on in the franchise.
Right.
I'll put it that way. But I always much preferred Sarah Connor over, and that's just a closed-minded view because Sarah Connor is much better looking, and I know that's why.
Right.
Because I was like Linda Hamilton. That's just the guy, and
Yeah, well, yeah, that's those are good movies too. She's great in those.
I love. I mean, her character goes full circle. In the first one, she's so sweet and quiet and nice and kind, and she gets walked on by these guys keep canceling dates. And
Yep.
then in the second one, she's like, "Dude, I'll just beat your ass."
Yeah. 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 Yeah, it was cool how she pumped up and came back. Super
Yeah,
kick-ass. Yeah, I like that too.
she's on my intro when she's doing the pull-ups and she drops and turns around. There's a little part of that on my
Oh, is
regular
there?
intro.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Where she stops and turns around and goes, "Hi, Dr. Silverman. How's the leg? You know, or how's the knee? You know, when she stabbed him with a pin."
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She was that year. She was at the MTV Video Music Awards, and it was her and Steven Tyler, and they were presenting an award.
Right.
And and she was all dicked out in her Terminator 2 Sarah Connor outfit,
Right.
and you could tell Steven was impressed. Steven's like that anyway. He he's got his head all in the wrong place. He's definitely a rock star, Steven Tyler. Rock star at heart. Think about two things. Well, three things: drugs, music, and sex. That's that's Steven Tyler. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Classic rock.
Yeah.
He was up there hitting all over. You know, he was pulling his swag. You know, this movie also has a free video chat. Yeah, they did a lot of this kind of stuff on Prometheus and stuff too, where they got a lot of live interactive shit. If you got like internet, this whole set was like that. You could lock into extra shit, but
Right.
it doesn't work real well. It never did.
Okay. Right.
That which is annoying. You try to get on the live there and try to click into their shit that you can only get if you're live, and it never fucking works.
Right.
Paul Reiser.
Paul Reiser. Yeah.
Before he was ever in Mad About You, this is when he was still a stand-up comedian.
Yep.
Why he was chosen for this role as a stand-up comedian, nobody knows.
Right.
But he does a great job of playing this weaselly little sneaky bastard,
He does. Yeah.
worrying all about the budget and all that shit.
Yeah. I love how they introduced that part into it, the corporation side of it, and the money thing. I think that was really neat because that was like a big thing. That was neat because she was kind of like almost like a hippie in the 70s on the spaceship doing the thing and, having an education and whatnot, and then flipping it into this whole corporate thing, which was so big. For me, it was anyways back in the 80s. I like that about this. I like that they did that.
They're not worried one bit about what she might have eaten. They don't believe her. They think she's batshit crazy. And they don't, and even if she's not, they don't give a shit. They're just worried about their big expensive ship getting fucked up. That's all they care about. It's typical corporation shit.
Yeah.
Sigourney is like Adrienne Barbeau, kind of hot in some films and others, not so much. I think Adrienne Barbeau is much hotter than Sigourney Weaver, bro.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think so too.
Sigourney's just got this guyish feel about her. She's got this male feel to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, she doesn't act feminine. Like she's very strong and, in a power position all the time, it seems like. So
right.
That doesn't come across as girly, really, does it? I don't know.
No, perfect casting though for this role. And I think they evolved it. They originally wrote the role for the original 1979 film, but I think, but of course, Cameron and all of them had her in mind when they wrote this one, and then on, they had her in mind after that. So it was like tailored for her.
Yeah, and that's why I think that they killed off Newt and Hicks because they didn't want to go down that path of her having a family, right? They wanted to keep focused on her character,
right?
Being kick-ass.
So the character evolved as the years went, and she evolved with it. So it's like they went together. It's like she was made for this.
Yeah.
To the point to where, I don't know. I think she almost felt obligated to be in like part 4, even though she read over the script and she wasn't impressed with it. But she almost felt like she had to. She had to. That was her. Her and Ripley are one and the same to her now, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Still met Barbeau. Yeah. Yeah. We got Maddie saying we were times hotter.
Cool.
There's no way. There's no way. But okay. It's one of those opinion things. Very kind person as well. Yeah, I've heard that about Adrienne Barbeau. She is really sweet. Yeah.
Wow, that must have been something.
Yeah, that'd been cool, man.
Yeah, would she not be a cool person to interview? Holy, yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Kind of like PJ Souls. She's really sweet too. I talk to her off and on Twitter all the time. PJ.
Oh yeah.
She's really nice. Just really told her she needs to do the conventions, come out here because I'm gonna get past this social anxiety, and I'm gonna go to a horror convention one day. I'm gonna make my ass go because I've got to do that at least once.
And I'm gonna get my passport and I'm gonna fly down there and I'm gonna go to one of those conventions one of these days because I'm so jealous that you guys have all that. I don't have it up here.
They don't go to Canada over by there at all.
Nope. We have Comic-Con. They go to Toronto sometimes, but it's not like it is down there. Not like that. Not like that at all. Comic-Con's not the same too. It's like really overpriced and yeah, it's not as good as what I see you
Canada's
guys
pretty
do.
damn big too. So just
Yeah,
because it's in Canada doesn't mean it's a place that you could get to. You know what I mean? Because that covers a lot of area.
it does. Yeah. Um, yeah. I remember when I was talking to David Howard Thornton, he was like, "Well, you need to like go and set something up," and I was like, "Yeah, that's a whole other, that's a way too big of a project for me to handle. I'm not getting involved in that, but it would be cool if somebody did."
Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
I have to get to one of them, either Horror Hounds or Days of the Dead. One of those two big ones like that. I've got to. This
that
got a good
horror
line.
hounds, the horror hounds everyone's talking about. You should do that one.
God, they get so many people in there. Oh man,
Yeah.
that it really sucks having this problem. My favorite characters in this are Bishop and Hudson. Oh man, Hudson is great. Game over,
Hudson.
man.
What the fuck are we gonna do? I love
Yeah.
that. That's my favorite. That line of his is like my favorite line of a movie ever. I love that so much.
Game over, man. Game over. What we're
Yeah.
gonna do now? We're fucked.
Yeah. I love that.
This when he was still new. Oh, the first things I ever seen him in. Remember, he plays one of the three punks at the beginning of the first Terminator. You know, the ones that are sitting there with the view thing that you look through. He,
Oh,
he,
right. Okay. Yeah.
he's the one with that mohawk. He's got the tire tracks.
Yeah. Okay. That's
He's the one
cool.
he's the one that looks at him and he hits the switchblade and he goes, "Fuck you, asshole."
I loved him. I wish he was still around.
Yeah, that was sad. He died so young, and I don't remember what he died of, but that was a tragedy.
I can't remember. I
He
feel like it
definitely
was heart, like his heart or something. It was, I don't think it was drugs or anything like that. I think it
no, no,
was
no.
kind of a illness that he had, hidden kind of thing. But he was really good friends with Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh
And
my God.
I
Oh man,
remember
he's it too.
he like named his one of his animals after him, called him Paxton. I remember watching Instagram posts of it and thinking how it was so sad. He's too young. Yeah.
Morgan's a great character actor too, man. I
Oh, he's one
wish
of my favorites.
I wish he would have came into The Walking Dead a couple of seasons earlier
Yeah.
when The Walking Dead was still really hot. If he
Yeah.
came in, because he is by far the best villain. I mean, he took
Yeah.
pleasure. He took pleasure in beating Abraham and Glenn's brains out. Like like like
Yeah.
like he hit Glenn with a bat and he said, "Oh shit, your fucking eyes hanging out." Oh my god, he's laughing, having a good old time. It's like,
Yeah.
and Glenn's going, "I'll find you, Maggie." You know, he's fucking, you know,
Yeah.
he
I
fucking
love
loved
him.
it. He's like, "Oh shit, your eyeballs hanging out of your fucking head, dude."
Yeah.
Glenn Glenn was still like, "I'll find you, Maggie." Still, man, those two,
Yeah.
that's all they did for 2 or 3 straight seasons is find each
Yep.
other.
Yep.
Very sweet of the two of them. But that was a horrible ending. And Abraham, they killed off way too fucking soon.
Yeah,
And
they made some weird choices and it went on way too long. Come
yeah,
on. It was too many
well,
seasons.
well, Glenn had been around for several seasons, but Abraham had only been around for a season or so. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
that was a good character.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 11, 12 seasons is what that thing ended up going, man. It was all the same shit. They every year they did the same shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it went on way too long. I tuned out after I watched with Negan for a
Oh,
bit and then I tuned out after that. That was I stopped watching. Didn't watch as much. It just went on and on and on and on and on.
yeah, they destroyed that Negan character, man. Negan was not made to go all good,
Yeah.
sweet guy. It was like Negan, a sweet, good guy.
Yeah, no, that was weird. Like locked up for like years or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, he comes out and he's all of a sudden Mr. fucking Rogers or something.
Yeah.
Like Negan, where'd your balls go, man? Yeah, like San Francisco. Yeah, yeah. I've got to go. I cannot go my
Did,
whole life and not go to one of these conventions. Not the horror fan that I am. I've got to try.
do they have like buildings that are smaller that maybe you could go to parts of it instead of like the main buildings, or how does it work there? Because
Uh,
Comic-Con's like that here.
I'm not sure. The Horror Hound and Days of the Dead, they come to three places that are somewhat close here. I live really close to the dead center of Indiana.
Right,
So up here at my left corner, about 200 miles, I got Chicago.
right.
Um, to my south, about 30 miles, I got Indianapolis.
Okay.
And then over here to my, let me see, if you're looking straight at the map, over here to the right bottom corner over here, about a couple hundred miles the other direction, is Cincinnati. And they come
Okay.
to all four of those places. So
Oh.
I'm going to try to hit one of them.
Yeah, just do a smaller one. Just go to a smaller one and just tell yourself if you can't do it, you can't do it. You tried.
Yeah.
That's all.
But yeah, it's very important to me. What scene are you at? What's your time stamp?
What's my timestamp?
Mine is about 21 and a half minutes.
I never know how to figure out on here how to.
Well, he just did the knife thing.
Yeah. So, um, Bishop is sitting down to eat right now.
Yeah, they just did the knife thing.
Yeah.
I actually have some trivia on that. It's pretty cool.
On the knife thing?
Yeah, the knife trick was originally going to be just Bishop doing it. You know, Lance Hendrickson,
Right.
but he suggested to James Cameron to have Paxton's hand on top of his, and everyone agreed upon that except Paxton. So when it happened, they did it, they shot it, and then they sped it up, and it didn't look right. So they did a retake of it, and on the retake, he accidentally barely nipped Paxton's pinky.
Oh my God.
So he stabbed his pinky.
Yikes.
So it's pretty cool. Um,
Poor guy.
Lance Hendrickson actually vowed to quit acting if this role didn't take, if this wasn't a role that really developed into something, and really he vowed to quit because he was tired of being that wingman, just that little tiny role here and there that nobody ever remembers. So
Really?
this one kind of saved his career. So luckily Bishop became a big part that a lot of people liked. So that's pretty cool.
Right.
So, Bill Paxton had to keep apologizing to Carrie Hand that played Newt because he kept cussing, and he kept feeling bad about it. So he's like, he'd be like, oh fuck, he'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, hon. I mean, you know what I mean?
Kind of like what I do all the time. People get mad at me when I cuss. I can't help it. We were born in that era. It's
I,
natural.
I
It
have
comes out natural.
I have to fucking cuss. I can't help it.
Yeah, so I do too.
I'm a potty mouth, potty mouth.
Yeah. Do you guys like did you like Bishop better than Ash or vice versa?
Ooh, two different things. Ash is just straight up corporate evil. Bishop, they never got to him. And then you also got later on, you got a really good character in David, played by Michael Fassbender.
Right.
That's a damn good character, that David character is.
Yeah.
Oh man. Probably Bishop, easy.
Bishop, yeah.
Bishop's got to take it. You don't really get to get into, Ash is just, he's all business and shit, and then you find out that he's actually with the company and that he's actually on the evil side of shit. So
Right.
you really need to see his character develop before they knock his head off.
True. That's true. Yeah.
And the movie's line is, get away from her, you bitch. Yeah. And that, I imagine that was hard to make that sound good, because that could have easily come off corny when she says that, but it doesn't. It fit.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely like to someday too, Trench, man. But everybody's familiar with the problems I have, and you can see where my dilemma is.
That's it. That would be a tough one to do. That would be a big step, I think, to go to one of those conventions.
Yeah. So I see this, besides being on here, which is not the same thing as being with actually. I basically see my youngest son, my fiance, and every now and then my oldest son, and that's
Right.
about it.
Right. Yeah.
So he died from heart failure on an operating table at 60 years old.
Okay. I thought that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah. Too young.
Yes, that was a shame, man. He was so good.
Yeah. That
Like
was really sad.
Like Frailty has become a cult classic just from all of us talking about it.
Right.
Frailty is so great. And it's not one of
Yeah.
those movies that you'll hear many people talk about, except for us. Us, we all know that movie. We all know it's good.
Right.
That's when I found out that Matthew McConaughey acts like a motherfucker. That's when he became more than just the shirt off guy in the rom coms. You know,
Right. Yeah.
it's actually in his contract that he has his shirt off during this, for a certain length of time in these rom coms. He got sick of that shit real quick.
Jesus.
He wanted to be more than just a set of abs,
Yeah.
and he definitely is. Because Matthew McConaughey can act.
He can act. Yeah.
I only saw Aliens when the toys were released. I had so many of those things. I have a special section in there in my Aliens / Universal / George Romero / Halloween room right there, and I have the big red genocide alien queen. I'll pour out her in a little bit and show her.
I was gonna say, okay, now you got to show her.
Yep. Oh, I will. It's even better in the comics. Yeah, but in the comics, they
Yeah,
didn't have Jeffrey Dean Morgan playing him though. That motherfucker did a great job of that.
he
Did
did.
he
Yeah.
win? Did he win any awards for that? He definitely should have.
I don't know. I don't know, but I know when he got the role, when his agent like was talking to him about it, he was like, "Is it Walking Dead?" Like he was so excited to do that. And from seeing him in Supernatural, because he was this mushy, nice, sweet dad of a character, to that was like, wow, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Possession, fucking The Resident. Uh, he played the comedian in The Watchmen. The Watchmen's great.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
You never seen The Watchmen? Oh my god, you got to see The Watchmen.
Okay, I
They are
will.
superheroes, but they're
Homework.
done in more of a realistic way. You know what
Okay.
I mean? They aren't all these crispy clean Superman Boy Scout type dudes.
Right.
They're like superheroes, but they're like real people superheroes.
Right.
They have
Okay.
powers and shit, but they're fallible, and that's what's
Right.
really good about it. Oh yeah, I definitely recommend that. You get a chance to watch it, watch it.
Okay. I will. I'll add it to the list.
Um,
Katie.
I highly recommend it. Only actor who might come close to Lance, who did Terminator, Predator, PvP, and Alien. Yeah, Steele said Dean Morgan as a pimp in Uncaged film. That's cool. Special edition version. There's a scene which shows Newt's family being killed by a xenomorph. Yeah, yeah. And she hits that high pitched fucking squeal, man, that is just unnecessary.
That irritates
Oh,
you.
yeah, it's not natural. It's like somebody put out the fire. Is that a deleted screen? I just remember Newt's dad had a face hugger on him. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely that's in the other cut that we decided not to check out.
Okay.
It shows her dad being impregnated, so to speak.
Right.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. Bishop was more of the main character than I'd say. There's an argument there, but he's definitely more of a main character than Ash, in my opinion,
I think
personally.
so. Yeah.
You know, both very well acted, but I just think that they gave Lance a little more than they gave I can't remember dude, but he played Ash. Of how
Um,
Bishop has to prove himself to Ripley because of Ash. Yes, because she is convinced that he's fucking evil, that all the androids are evil just like that, and she does not like Bishop. So he goes out of his way to try to make sure that she understands, hey, I'm programmed different. I'm not like that. And and she learns to respect him and like him, which
right.
is really, really cool character development.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. I hadn't thought about that yet. Doesn't make him evil. I love how loyal Bishop is when Ripley gives him approval at the end. Absolutely. It takes the whole damn movie and all kinds of shit. He has to get ripped in fucking half for her to go, you're all right. And also some of the cast. Alien. Also been in the Lord of the Rings movies. Like if you've ever
Oh,
seen Lord of the Rings, oh, I love Lord of the Rings animated movie. John Hurt was in that movie. John Hurt also played the Elephant Man way back in the day.
did
Um,
he?
yeah, it stars him and Anthony Hopkins. It's a really sad movie. First, you know the story of the Elephant Man.
Yeah. Oh,
And yeah, and he did a really good job on it. But it's like sad. Hey, Katie, how you doing?
hiya, Katie.
Hi, Katie. Hi, Sean. Everybody saying yo yo yo. I don't remember seeing Newt's parents being killed on screen. Yeah, it's in that extended director's cut or whatever, man. That the other one, the 1990 cut. I think it's 1990 when they put that together.
Right. I'll have to check that out. I haven't seen it.
I think. Oh God, I thought I was caught from it. Didn't you go to be a school teacher or something? Yeah, yeah. She still waves her alien flag, probably. Carrie Ann does.
Yeah.
Movies from the 1989 cult classic Pumpkinhead. Yes, yes, he was. He played. Oh, it's awesome. And Stan Winston did helped on the makeup in this too, but he did the bulk of it in Pumpkinhead.
Cool.
Pumpkinhead's yeah. Elfman's fantastic. Yes, it is. Funny etiquette. Saw the Elephant Man not too long ago. On black and white really adds to the elephant, and then he another bitch. Man, in the top thing he says the black and white really adds to the elephant, and then his next message says man.
The black and white really adds the elephant. Man.
Man.
We all get it. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, I realize you wasn't talking about an actual elephant, yeah, because of yeah. And then Trench pops in and says, I love Pumpkinhead. nice little period on there. Be loving that. Oh, Pumpkinhead is cool. Pumpkinhead. Here's a Screen Factory edition of Pumpkinhead. Got really nice.
Cool.
I got a nice poster up too. Yeah, you know me.
What movies did you get this week?
I haven't been able to get anything new lately. I've been like I said just a couple of weeks ago. I had to pay that nearly $300 gas bill.
Oh, gotcha.
And this week I had to pay the electric and the internet and the StreamYard, and then next week I got to pay rent. So
it's lots of bills. Then
so
after that payday, you can go to town and buy whatever you like.
here in a couple of weeks I can play. Yeah, gotta make sure there's heating the house for us and the kid and all that stuff. You know.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, that's cool. Did you hear anything more about The Exorcist?
Oh yeah. Oh, I was gonna upload those pictures. I'm gonna have to throw together a little stream about 5-10 minutes after we're done tonight. I'll get
Yep.
on it real quick and I'll make a quick stream and I'll throw all those pictures on there so I can show it to you guys.
Yeah, because we're
I,
dying to know what it looks like because you went
I
on and on and on about it.
right. Well. Remember, I was gonna show it on and Horror for All last night, but
Right.
I didn't finish. I didn't finish my recording of and Horror for All because I'm so busy doing everything else.
Yeah,
And
I
I
know.
did
I'm
it.
just teasing.
And, just like my post said on Instagram, I put out a post on it saying it's going to be delayed because I didn't want to put out a half-ass show. I didn't want to put
Yeah.
out something that wasn't up to my standard, what I think it should be.
Right.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
put out something for you guys to see that isn't the way I think as good as it should be.
Yep. I completely agree. You and I are exactly alike that way. And we shouldn't kill ourselves because eventually
Yeah.
stuff will get uploaded. But yeah.
When I put out something, I want it to be quality. I don't want it to be half-ass.
Yeah. I agree.
If I don't have time to do it correctly, then I'm not going to put it out at all until I do have time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will
Absolutely.
again show these pictures to you guys. They're awesome.
Yeah. I'm anxious to see it. But yeah, no rush. Absolutely no rush. Whenever you
Yeah.
have time.
And I can actually
If you
tell you
did.
all the news right here. I have everything written down. I have about 20-minute and horror for all that episode of 5 recorded right now. That there's shit I got to do to it. I got to have pictures. Edit.
Yep. I hear you.
Yeah, that's just how I am. Some people don't care what they put out. I do.
Quality.
Like half my shit that I put out, I worry it isn't up to what I want it to be. It's just
Yep.
something. It's just one of those OCD things. I think it's just I'm really picky
Yeah.
about me, especially.
Do you get to a point where you just say, "That's it, I'm done. I'm just gonna put it out there"? I do sometimes because I get kinda crazy too.
If but it has to reach to a certain level. I mean, it don't have to be perfect 100%, but it's got to be at least halfway there.
Yep. That
I
makes a
will
big difference. I think
because
as viewers, we appreciate that.
yeah. Because I felt shit before where the whole time I had it out and I seen views going on it, where I was sitting there going, man, that is not what I wanted it to be. And I just embarrassed. I just,
Yeah.
because I didn't feel like it was as good as I could do.
Yeah. Do you ever go back into your really old videos from the beginning and watch them?
I have never seen not a one of my videos ever. My
No?
live
You don't watch
streams, and
them?
I've
Oh,
never, I've never seen myself. I've never seen not a one of my shows.
never watched.
Nope, can't do it.
It's
If I did,
icky.
I would probably quit.
Yeah, no, it's icky. It is icky.
You know, yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
If I watched it, I would probably quit, cancel my channel, and I'd be done because I
Yeah.
would find everything wrong with it.
Yeah.
I just, I'm not so sure that I'm so good at the hey guys, thanks for coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
GoreAphobe here. Thanks for coming to another brand new episode of End Horror for All. You know what I mean?
You should do that next time. No.
I'm just not so sure that. Sure, I could, but it comes off fake as hell. You know what I mean? Anybody knows me knows. They look at that going, what the hell? Okay, so Gore's on drugs this week. All right, you know,
Is he okay?
you know what he's been doing. Oh, holy shit, he's all over it up this week.
Oh, that's funny.
They may watch it just for entertainment purposes. All right, let's see how fucked up he really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lance was underappreciated, and he's done so much. You could go back to the '80s, late '80s, early '90s, especially, and you wouldn't believe all the different parts and different little shows that he was in.
Yeah.
So I,
Millennium. I loved that show. I was so disappointed when it just kind of got canceled. They filmed some of those episodes up here where I'm from too. I loved that show.
he's done so much. So I can see where he was coming from when he said, "Hey, if something don't happen with this, if this isn't a character that I can build on and develop and doesn't catch on, he was seriously thinking about quitting." And I kind of see
Right.
where he's coming from because he had a lot of this and that going on, but nothing really stuck. It was all
Yeah.
good. It wasn't nothing lasting.
Right.
Um, on the trivia side, Carrie Henn, Newt, in this scene coming up here, when she's sliding around and going back into the vents there,
Right.
she kept deliberately screwing it up so that she could keep sliding down the vent.
Oh. She's having some fun, was she?
She's a kid, yeah. She wanted to keep sliding, so she wanted to keep screwing
Yeah.
it up. So she'd have to keep over and over and over as
That's
an
cute.
escapade. Let's see. Oh, I didn't realize this. I didn't realize that Sigourney Weaver was nominated for Best Actress for this
She
movie.
was?
Yes, yeah, I didn't realize that, and she was the first one. You can see it says right here. Sigourney Weaver was nominated for a Best Actress Oscar for Aliens, and it was the first for a female ever in an action or sci-fi role.
Oh, so yeah, groundbreaking.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You got to respect that. That little shit like that's what makes me go, well,
Yeah.
maybe I'm cutting her short a little bit. Just because I'm not physically attracted to her doesn't have anything to do with it, I guess.
Right.
That's kind of small-minded of me, isn't it?
I'm not saying anything.
That's very mannish, isn't it?
It's natural. You can admit, it's a good it's okay.
Not like her because she doesn't turn me on. She doesn't reach that level where like
Yeah, so
like at the end of Alien when she's in her underwear and all that stuff in that short shirt. I'm just
yeah.
looking, going, you don't have much of a body at all, Sigourney. No curves or nothing
I
happening.
honestly, I feel like that was unnecessary. He didn't have to do that,
Yeah,
you know?
that
It
was all
didn't
for
add anything to it.
yeah. James Cameron doesn't do that, but Ridley Scott in the first one did.
Yeah.
I think really kind of like it. That's the only thing
Yeah.
I can think. Why else would
Yeah.
he do?
Yeah.
Everybody says that it just doesn't belong there. It just somehow just doesn't fit. Why is
No, it
she doing?
doesn't.
You know, um, Lance Hendrickson got a small case of food poisoning while making this because of that white shit he spits up was made of yogurt and milk, and
Gross. Oh, I didn't know that.
it had sit around so long that when he got it in his mouth and spit it out, he ended up swallowing some of it, and he got food poisoning.
I didn't know that. Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
And this is early on with James Cameron. He he wasn't known as being a great director yet. He had basically done a couple of things in the Terminator. Well, this crew that made this was a British crew that had worked
Right,
for Ridley Scott. They were loyal to Ridley Scott that made the first one,
right,
and they didn't like him, and he spent the whole time just trying to prove himself to this crew because he
right,
basically inherited Ridley Scott's crew to make this movie,
right.
and
Yeah, yeah,
so to try to impress them, it's a couple of years after Terminator was made. He he invited them for a viewing of Terminator, the first Terminator, and I
yeah,
guess three-fourths of them didn't even show up. They didn't even care.
right.
That that's kind of small-minded.
Yeah.
But then,
I watched a podcast the other day with Michael Bean on it, and he was
ooh,
talking about different directors. And I'm wondering, because I wasn't completely tuned into it, I was doing other stuff at the same time, and I'm wondering if he was making reference to that, what kind of person he was, because he was talking about different directors. He's
right?
another person I would love to interview.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Reese, Kyle Reese. Yeah.
Kyle
Um,
Reese.
and see, he knew Cameron could do shit because, of course, he was one of the main characters in the first Terminator. So
Right.
he worked for him twice in a row. What I'm
Yeah.
thinking now is, can you imagine what that film crew is thinking now, as big as James Cameron is and as big as he became?
Yeah.
With the Titanic and with the Abyss and with the fucking Avatars,
Yeah.
and he's like, this guy has never had a bad movie in his life ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably a lot more respectful. Yeah.
Nothing,
Or they
man.
think he's an idiot. We don't know.
Maybe we should have gave him all the chance. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And in the extended cut, I'm sure you've seen the 1990 extended cut when she's talking about her daughter, and she has that photo. She's holding that photo of her daughter. Finds out that
Yep.
her daughter died.
Yep.
That's actually Sigourney Weaver's mother. That photo.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. This time, I just felt like figuring out some facts and pulling some facts out there.
Yeah,
This
it's
is something.
fun.
This is something I used to do all the time whenever I do a show. I thought of
Yeah.
things, but
I
I
usually do that with my deep dive reviews. I just haven't
yeah,
done one in a while.
yeah. I just felt like doing it this time.
Yeah, it's fun.
Um, TV series that Hendrickson was in called Millennium. Yeah, yeah. You're just talking about that. Sean said
Millennium.
that
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead transfer looks amazing. Yeah, compared to the awful video quality of the DVD, all the fuzziness is gone now. Yeah. Red says they also used the scene where Ripley confronts the Xenomorph Queen in a commercial for DirecTV. I think I remember that. Yeah. Millennium. Yeah, I heard of Millennium, but I didn't know anything about it. Like I didn't even know he was in it, that show.
Yeah, it was great. And it just ended. Suddenly just ended.
Hey, Ray, Rob, thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate it.
Hi, Rob.
Nice to see you. Trance with the horns. He was actually supposed to be completely nude in the scene. The studio said it'd get an X. She stayed in her underwear. Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well,
That's what Maddie said. Yeah. Man says, "Can I get y'all a timestamp?" Yes, you can. Sorry it took so long, man. About 44 minutes, just a few seconds over 44 minutes. At about the hour time, everybody pay attention. I'm gonna pause it and do a like an intermission, like halfway through, and I'm gonna play you some of the interview that I did with American Werewolf where he talks about these movies.
I'm
It's
so
so good.
excited.
It's so good. He's really good at that kind of thing, and he is so passionate about it.
This is groundbreaking. This is groundbreaking for live streams.
Oh, is it?
I
Okay,
think so.
good.
I've never seen anybody do this before.
Yeah,
I
I
love
got him right here.
this.
All I gotta do is hit a button.
You trademark that right on here. That's yours.
I've been working my ass off to pull this show together and make it good.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
know
think
you have.
I think it was to add vulnerability. Like that's a good point. That's why she was in her good point, Trench. Like she's in her underwear and ready to relax, thinking the alien is gone, and boom, he comes in for one last encounter. While she's really vulnerable, she thinks he's gone. Good point.
Can you imagine if she'd been naked?
Yeah. Now, why would
Now
she
I'm
beat the
thinking about
people
that.
in the head? Then people would really be going, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why? You're getting weird." This movie is not only a sequel to a cult classic that James Cameron had directed, he also had directed Piranha 2. Absolutely, yeah, he sure did. They also had Lance Henriksen.
Yep.
Maddie said exactly. Piranha 2 is a total disaster. Well, okay, so maybe he has one, but that's related. Yo, panel, man needs a timestamp. I gave it to her, Sean, man.
She's good.
I
Yeah,
did it,
she's
man.
caught up.
Sorry about that. We just get talking, you guys. You know, I'm sorry. Video game Alien Isolation explains the backstory of Ripley's daughter. Yeah, it's like Elizabeth or something, isn't it? Something like it. I'm gonna, I'm gonna take him a minute to catch up to your comments. Thank you, Trench. Thank you for sending it for me.
There's a lot of comments. I can't get over it.
Yeah, and I try to read every one of them, guys. So
Yeah.
cut me some slack. I like I don't even call this watch along anymore. This is like a watch along discussion slash, and I actually call it in one word community chat.
Yeah.
I want you guys to be just as involved as we are. That's the whole point of this.
Yep.
So I will get to you. Trust me, every comment, what everybody wants, I will eventually get to you. That is a guarantee. You have my word on that. That's the whole point. So now if too many people's in there, I would still be trying, but I'm not sure if I could get every one of them, but I would, yay, intermission. Pudding, yay. Okay, you can get some pudding during your intermission. All right. Yeah, pudding, yay, put it in your mouth. I don't have no pudding, man. Who wants some pudding? Like 3 seasons. Oh, Millennium only went 3 seasons, huh? But it was a decent series for that era.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah. Good, no worries. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. Trench had me. I tried to get into Alien Isolation, but I just didn't feel it. Okay. See. He left his ass off. I never understood giving back a story to a video game or giving back a story to a video game as if everyone plays video games. Cool idea, but it doesn't work for everyone. I guess that way about anything, Sean. Like for instance, the way I talk all the way through my watch parties or whatever I always have for months now. It's my own thing. I try to do my own thing with it. A lot of people don't want you doing that. They want to be able to hear the show. But I don't see the point in that. You could do that by yourself.
Yeah.
If you're gonna hook up and bullshit, hook up and bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh,
And yeah.
Another fact: the Alien's Nest set in this is also they also use that set for the Axis Chemical set in 1989's Tim Burton's Batman.
Oh.
Aha.
Well, there's something you don't know.
Yeah, I had no idea about that.
Yeah. I didn't know that either.
I'll save the rest of them for here in a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'll give you another timestamp right now. If I can see the damn thing, I'm blind. We're at right now. We are right at 49 minutes. How long is this film, Aaron? 2 hours and 17 minutes.
2 hours and 17 minutes? Whoa.
Yeah. So at about 105, we'll do the intermission if that's cool with you.
Yeah. Sure. Good with me. Everybody else?
Who did you interview there tonight? What film did what did he do?
Who did I interview recently?
Yeah,
The last one I did? Jake Jolly, who did the film Clay Zombies.
That's a great name, Jake Jolly.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. He's got lots going on, and hopefully he'll be able to, drum up funding to do more. But it was fun talking to him because he, he's doing all kinds of cool claymation and stop motion and just coming from nowhere with nothing and making it work. Really inspiring to hear that, and the last little bit with all the Scream stuff and whatnot, I'm leaning more towards promoting and helping out and just learning about indie filmmakers.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Um,
making an executive decision,
well,
that's not to say I might make exceptions to the rule, but I want to promote indie people and that because there's so many of them and they work so hard. And you know what? The big movies don't need us.
yeah.
They don't need
Without
us.
them, without them, we wouldn't have. I mean, that's exactly where George Romero came from. One of my favorites. He was indie, and him and his friends did
Yeah,
it all themselves. That's how they came up with Night of the Living Dead. They put
right.
together all themselves. 10 people put money in,
Yep.
and they end up making a film. And he's exactly what you're interviewing now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you don't
Yeah.
know who you're gonna get, and they put so much effort and blood, sweat, and tears into it, pardon the pun, but
Yes.
they do, and, it's really incredible to see that.
Yes.
I got an art degree a long time ago, and shortly after that, our government cut the arts budget, so they cut everything out of the schools, out of everywhere, and I think that sucks,
You mean the same
because
fund that like Cronenberg made his movies off of and stuff early on? That fund?
sorry, the what?
Are you talking about the same fund that David Cronenberg was able to make his movies off of early on?
Well, this is in Canada, and no, like,
Right. That's what Cronenberg was in, and there was some kind of fund that they helped filmmakers make films. They helped give them the money so they could do it. That's how he made his first films.
probably part of that, but I'm thinking of fine arts, that kind of thing, and, yeah, they just sort of stopped funding it and promoting it and stuff like that, and they made it harder for everybody, so, you know, people just stopped doing that kind of thing, and I was kinda left high and dry because, um what was I gonna do with it after? You couldn't just do paintings and have shows and stuff like that to survive. It became kind of a hobby, a rich man's hobby, and that's kind of, you know, where it's at
Nice to be rich.
probably even to today. So I think it's important to promote that kind of thing. I don't know. You shouldn't have to have $10 billion to create a project or, um,
Nice and easy.
yeah,
When somebody's poor and they're trying to get their shit out there, that's all passion because
yeah,
that's what they're running on. That's their fuel because they don't have money to do it. They
yeah,
just have a drive and they have a dream and they have a
right,
passion.
right, yeah,
That's the good stuff too. Same thing with like young up and coming bands that are poor and they all live together in this little hovel that's full of
yeah,
rats and you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, and recently I've connected with a lot of people that are into making music that way also, and there's lots of talent out there. So,
Literally.
um, yeah, I think we should support it. Definitely.
Yeah. Sean says I always try to give new independent horror a chance. Absolutely. But I still have yet to find a modern one where I'm like, this is worth owning and watching again. Well, there's so many of them out there, but every now and then you'll find that gem, man. I think that's the whole point. I think that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to find that next big huge thing that throws a wrench in it that changes horror that gives us something new.
Yeah.
That would be cool. What do you mean Cronenberg isn't arts? Well, yeah, he Cronenberg wouldn't have any movies out if he hadn't come from Canada and they hadn't funded his shit because he didn't have any money. They used to do that all the time back in the 70s and early 80s there in Canada.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, what's going on?
Um, what was I going to say? A lot of talent from Canada, what would happen is people would get to a certain level here and then they'd flip over and cross the border to you guys and go with it. Like
Cool.
Bare Naked Ladies, for example.
Right.
Remember when they were coming out, starting up? Because you could only go so far here.
Right.
So I guess with all of it, like with film and music and stuff, my experience is from visual arts, from fine art painting and that kind of thing.
Cool.
Graphic design, not acting and film and that kind of thing. But yeah, that's what would happen. And it sucks because that's kind of the direction things have gone. So why are we helping, why are we helping
I'd
these
like to hear more
huge
about that. I didn't know that about you. I'd like to hear more about that sometime.
the art?
Yeah, I didn't know all that about you. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. Well, I started a little bit a few months ago, but with the YouTube thing being so busy,
Yeah.
I started doing a comic book. I want to do a horror comic book to
That's
do with
cool.
like a ghost hunting team of girls, and I'm calling it Spirits and Screams. I started
Cool.
a few of the illustrations to write it and illustrate it, but I didn't get very far because you get busy with this. It takes a lot of time to sit down and do
Oh,
it.
man. Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, and you just can't. It's kind of like you have to do it as a hobby almost, in your spare time because you can't get paid to do it until you make something and maybe get published, or I don't know. I don't even know what I'll do with it now. I might just do it like an e-comic kind of thing, or maybe publish it. I'm not sure. But
So
yeah,
you can
it's
draw.
like,
So you're saying you can draw then?
yeah, I can draw.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've drawn my whole life. My youngest son draws.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's pretty damn good. Yeah, we should swap some drawings sometime.
Yeah, for sure. I started out when I moved out here to the West Coast. I'd never seen the ocean. So I started doing seashore rock drawings and things.
Right.
Um, yeah, very like really high realism, watercolor pencil. But
Cool.
yeah, I'd like to get more into comic books and stuff and do that kind of thing. But
That's cool.
it's a large, takes a lot of time, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
creativity is not something you can just,
Right.
you have to do it when you can do it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it takes a lot.
When you're feeling it, that's the thing about art. If you're not feeling it, it's not going to happen.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Trent says you should check out a channel, Blacktastic Media. He's a movie reviewer, but he also has made a couple of short horror films and is working on making a sequel to one of his shorts.
Okay.
There's a reference for you. Oh, shit, never mind. Okay, but I will give you another timestamp, Mayan. If you're still there, I haven't heard from you in a minute. Is this your first time watching Aliens, also, Mayan? That is cool. Do you remember the first time you ever watched Aliens? I remember.
I don't remember the first time. I expect I watched Alien, I watched later, years later.
Oh, okay.
Aliens, I probably watched it right when it came out. I think I was really excited to see it. But I don't think I saw it at the theater. I'm pretty sure saw it on VHS tape or
So,
perhaps Betamax tape. I don't know.
wow, Betamax. Wow, I remember
Yeah,
that
remember
one.
when that was like the one?
The prelude to VHS. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but I don't remember seeing it the first time. I knew I loved it though.
So you seen this one before you seen the first one?
No, I saw the first one
Okay. Okay.
first, but I didn't see it in was it the first one was 79? I didn't see it in
Mhm.
79. I probably saw it in like
When it
81
came
or
to
something
HBO, I'm
like
sure
that. Yeah. Yeah.
that's when I seen it.
And then I'm pretty sure I saw Aliens when it came out in the year it came out. I don't think I saw it at the theater, but I can't remember. Yeah.
She
Did
does.
you see?
She does such a great job as Velasquez. Jeanette Goldstein does. She also plays the stepmom in Terminator 2. The same woman that plays Velasquez here, she plays the stepmom in Terminator 2.
She was really good in this role too, yeah.
Yeah, she looks like she'd beat your ass. I mean, she's convincing. But yeah,
Yeah.
I might slap you around, motherfucker.
Yeah.
This has got a great cast. Both of them have a great cast, the first one and the second one, but it's a
Yeah.
completely different kind of cast.
Right.
This one's got more like there's not one thing to chuckle about or anything like that in Alien. Alien is a straight up horror sci-fi. You know, this
Yeah.
is more on the action. It's got a little bit more comic relief, but not too much. It's got Bill Paxton saying his shit that he says.
Right.
Um, they're two completely different kind of movies, yet they fit so well together. James Cameron actually wrote this screenplay because he's seen Alien. So he wrote a screenplay for a sequel to it and brought it to them and convinced them to let him make a sequel to it. He was
Right.
that inspired. He was that inspired by Ridley's original Alien.
Right.
It says, Paxton improvised those lines. Game over, man, game over. And we're on an express elevator to hell going down.
Yeah, those are my favorite lines.
You got about, hopefully everybody's interested in Werewolf because what he says really makes a lot of sense. So
I
give
am.
it,
I think that's cool.
give it a chance. And I forgot to put for his link there, but when the video's over, I'll put his link in so you guys can go check him out if you want.
Yeah, for sure.
Me and him do a show every Sunday night. We cover the next, we're following the first season of Penny Dreadful right now.
Okay.
Penny Dreadful, I've never seen it, but it's actually a damn good show.
What's his channel again?
American Werewolf in New Jersey.
Okay.
Eric and I are regulars on his channel.
Okay.
He does a lot of he reviews, he discusses, kind of like me. He just uses a different type of language. I'm the guy next door. I'm your everyman type.
Right.
When I talk about it. I talk to you like a dude.
Yeah.
He's a little more intricate.
Mm-hmm.
I could be. It's just not me.
Right.
I'm the dude next door.
I apologize to him that I haven't seen his channel yet, but there's so many people. This is like hard to keep up with everything. I'm slowly getting around to everybody and following
It's
and
never ending.
yeah, it's a lot of people.
Yes. Oh shit! I fell behind here. They all of a sudden went crazy on me. Let's see. A friend of mine that encouraged me to get on YouTube is funding her own horror movie over in Sweden. Bunny Manslaughter. Okay. Man says,
Cool.
Ninja, I gotta follow you. I keep forgetting. Ninja gave a face off that. That's how he feels about it. Sean says, sounds interesting, Ginger. Ginger says, all good, man. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
They're
And
all
Fred,
chatting amongst themselves.
and here's Fred with the paragraph language. He says, I've noticed how the scene where Ripley has a nightmare, where the xenomorph is trying to burst through her stomach, kind of foreshadows Alien 3, where it's revealed that it is now pregnant. Yeah. See, Fred comes at this like an Ebert or something, like a Roger. He comes at it like a critic.
Yep.
I do. I just can't. You know what I mean? I can't make it sound fancy. It's because I'm on my cell phone and I gotta look people up. JK 60-second short reviews are pretty helpful. Yeah, he does do pretty good 60-second reviews. Along with the rest of his content too. Absolutely. Ninja's one of my closest people on here. He and I become friends. Tomorrow night, as a matter of fact,
Yes.
myself, GoreAphobe, and Ginger Ninja. It's when we're doing our double header tomorrow night.
Cool.
At 11 o'clock, we'll be doing the Burrow Baba's Demons on my channel. Right after that, switching over to his channel to do Demons 2 at 1 a.m. So
Demons 2 on his channel.
Yep. Demons 1 on mine at 11, Demons 2 on his at 1 a.m. Just to make it simple. I have a way of not making things simple, I know.
So you're pulling an all-nighter tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're going to 3 o'clock. Might as well.
Yeah.
Sure. And this first time he and I, we talk all the time.
Yeah.
First time we've had a chance to collaborate together since the last time we did was Mother's Day from 1980, like all the way back in October or November. So we're really looking forward to this.
That's fun.
Oh, I'll even give you another one, Mayanne. Mother's Day from 1980. It's right here on YouTube. Check it out. It's very interesting. Mother's Day is fantastic. Here, let me show you Mother's Day. It's got great characters. it's one of those movies where you either like it or you don't. So I'll warn you now.
Right.
But I absolutely fucking love it. Here's the poster for it, and there's Mother's Day.
Ah, cool. I've never
Okay,
seen that.
it's a little more on the exploitation side, sort of, but it's very entertaining. It says,
Right.
I'm so proud of my boys. They never forget their mama. She's crazier than they are.
So, man, is your list huge of all the movies you have to watch?
Oh man, yeah. Hell, I mean, look at the catalog that I've already done. You
Yeah.
know, the last 7, 8 months. Oh my god, I think I've done like 80 watches since about Halloween.
Wow.
So yeah, I made a career out of it.
That's
it
crazy.
I never expected it to grow my channel. Like I'm more somehow I feel like I'm more well known and more
Yep.
accomplished than my subscriber count shows.
Right.
You know, it's weird.
Oh,
Kate,
yeah.
Katie said it best. She said I'm about one of the most underrated YouTubers on YouTube.
Yo, you
That's
are.
that's what Katie said. She said I'm just underrated. I'm just Sean swears I'm about to explode anytime. I don't
You
think
are.
so, but I
I
appreciate
think
him
you are.
thinking that.
I think you are.
Mm.
You just keep going with it.
Well, I don't have anything fancy to do. I just do what I do. I know what what I'm talking about, and I'm going to come at you just like who I am every day. That's
Yeah.
the thing. That's the only way I can do it.
Yeah.
Like I say, you're not going to get that performance out of me where I go, hey, thanks, we're coming back, GoreAphobe here, and we're going to kick some ass tonight. Blah, blah, blah. I got this going, everything. Yeah. You know, I just,
Yeah.
I feel like a total asshole doing it.
Yeah. No, you got to be yourself. You got to do your own thing, be yourself for sure.
You
Yeah.
know,
And
I
your
can make
watch
it.
hours and your numbers are high, you know?
My algorithm has been damaged lately for some reason. It's not as high as it was. They've dropped some, but I think algorithm is a fucking farce. I think it's full of shit. I think YouTube just randomly will pick some shit, and then if you get a little hot, they let you go for a while. But then for some reason, even if you stay regular on a regular schedule, they'll still drop you down. And if you look at anybody, including
Yeah.
you was
Yeah.
hot, and you sit on that same schedule, and then all of a sudden you wasn't. Why?
Yeah.
Because they weren't putting your videos out there for people to see.
Yeah.
Why? Why did they just stop right in the middle of some shit like that? Who knows?
Yeah.
I think they just fucking enjoy it.
I think you have to interact with people.
Yeah, and I do. I'm
I
not
think you
doing
have to
anything different,
make friends.
And I don't think I've lost popularity lately. Not that I know of. Like my chat is more like our chat is better than it ever has been. Yet the
Right.
views aren't as much. Why? Because on the rewatch, it's not put out there as much. It's not.
Right.
You know what I mean? For some reason, the
Yeah.
algorithm. I think algorithm is fucking um like an urban legend. You know what I mean? I think it's
Yeah.
bullshit.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
bullshit. Like
Yeah.
no one can explain to you exactly what it is. Why? Because it doesn't fucking exist.
Yeah.
That's my feeling on it. It's so frustrating and irritating.
Right.
It's bullshit because a lot of us work our asses off, and if for no reason, you know, all of a sudden our shit's not out there for everybody. Like
Right.
people have their notifications on for me and literally tell me I didn't know you was doing a video right now. It's like, do you have
Right.
notification? Yeah.
Well,
Why
and
did
if
they
you have
tell
your
me?
notifications, you've got like 10,000 other people you're following. It's going to get buried really
Yeah.
quickly. You're not going to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another new movie. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we got plenty of new movies for you, man. Stick with us. You're gonna see shit you never thought you'd ever watch. 3 years later, Michael Biehn appeared in James Cameron's
The
sci-fi
abyss.
The Abyss. Speaking of Michael Biehn, did you
Yes.
guys see? It's like a 1981 or 82 film called The Fan with Lauren Bacall in it. A very young Michael Biehn is in there, and he plays an obsessed fan.
The Fan, Lauren Bacall.
Lauren Bacall and Michael Biehn, yes. Let's see, all day for me. I finally have a day off work. Yeah. See, it'll be daylight for Ninja while we're doing our doubleheader. Mine it'll be late at night and in the morning for Ninja. It's daylight because he's over in Australia.
Oh,
Man
yeah?
says no.
That's neat.
McMahon says no. I won't follow Sean. Damn. She's attacking you, Sean. She says she won't follow you. She said, "Fuck you, Sean."
Who's
Man said,
saying that? Who's fighting? What's going on? I blinked for 2 seconds. Everyone's fighting. What?
"Well, no." So someone said something, and man says, "No, I won't follow Sean." So I said, "Damn, Sean, she's just fucking just, you're not getting rough from her at all." She says, "No, I don't think so." And she says, "Oh, Mother's Day, Mother's Day for Mother's Day." Well, yeah, Mother's Day is coming up, isn't it?
Is
I
it
might
Mother's
have to
Day in
plan Mother's
May?
Day again. Yeah, it's first week or two of May somewhere, because my birthday is 14th of May,
Right.
and it's usually about a week before that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I turned 50 May 14th. So
Yeah. I know. You're younger.
okay, I hate to. I no, not really. I'm gonna be a half a century old. That
Yeah,
like
I know.
literally made my,
It's cool.
like when I said that, my knee hurt. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
instantly I was like, oh, half a century. Oh, my back. I have. Man says I haven't watched real horror apparently. Oh yes, you have, because you've been watching bullshit and shit with me. That's horror, my friend. I'm seeing these movies. You're watching them now. Hey, you're late to the party. That's exciting. I wish I was late to the party and being introduced to all these
Yeah.
good films just now. That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, of
You,
course. I love hearing how people interpret things that watching it from way back, I love that.
she's actually in an enviable position, in my opinion. I would like to be in her position.
Yeah.
Yes, the Troma Mother's Day from 1980 is something I don't usually miss every year. It's fantastic, Sean. Glad to hear that you appreciate it. Have you seen Mother's Day from 1980, Karen?
Nope.
I'm thinking about putting on Mother's Day. I'm thinking about putting it together and watching it.
Yeah.
You can join and watch it if you want, or you can just join the chat and
Okay.
whatever. But it's free on YouTube. It's
Okay.
just on
Mother's Day. Okay. Yeah, let me know. I'm
Mother's
up
Day
for it.
1980. I thought like keeps it real. Yeah, I can't help it, man. It's a curse. I have to be. I have to be real. Sometimes I'm so real that I think I offend. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm just too much. The scene
Nice.
where the Zoomers are in the air vent is such a creepy scene. Oh yeah. I officially stopped checking numbers. I'll occasionally glance at them now. Yeah, it just pisses me off, man. It's just all fucking bullshit. When I'm busting my ass here, man, and all of a sudden they just like, well, we're not gonna put your video for recommendation anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of these scenes are crazy. It's just fucking bullshit, man.
You have to just have fun.
Yeah, well, I am, but you know me. Every once in a while, I have to rant and bitch. YouTube also tells me that I hit 1K back in October 2022, but I actually didn't break 1K until February this year.
Huh.
What the fuck? Exactly, man. Exactly. It's completely crooked. I only have my notifications on for my favorites. Oh, well, that. Hmm. Yeah, some of my 60-second reviews hit massively, then some don't go anywhere. What I love is I love looking through someone's channel and seeing where it's like in 2 days they got like 1,200 views, and then the next two videos after it's like 35 and 10. It's like what the
Yeah.
fuck is it?
Yeah.
And it's
What's
like
happening with that?
and it's like better shit. These two films that got 35 and 10 are better than the one that got 1,200. Like what the
Yeah.
hell is going on around here? It's like an a la carte, man. Yeah, that's just how it goes for all this ninja. Some will get massive views, and others might get around 50. And then, like I said, you might have 1,200, 200, 300, 400, 600, and then 40.
Yeah.
He's like, man, and she'll probably kill me. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, I was just fucking around. I was just
No
poking the
fighting.
bear.
No
When I said
fighting.
when I said she ain't gonna follow you, Sean. She done told you, man. So he's one of my favorite people on here. Yeah, I know. I was just poking the bear. I was having fun with that shit. Has also played some back. I'm going to pause this for intermission in just a minute as soon as I get these things caught up. So it's bad guy characters like she played the villain, awesome, a working girl, and she also played the warden of camp in the Disney movie Hole.
Oh.
Thanks, man. It's been great. You know, you come support her, showing up screens and watching content. Yes, you're much appreciated, man. And
You are a man.
I'm so happy to be showing these to you for the first time. That's really an honor. I'm down for Mother's Day stream. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Me and Ginger did that like around November. Since it's coming up, we got to do it. It's a documentary I've seen called Memory. Yeah, about aliens. Really good one. The numbers, yeah, I know, but it still pisses me off. You know me, I got a bitch sometimes. I have to speak up for
We
what's
need to know
wrong.
why. We need to know why, YouTube, why?
Yeah.
You know what pisses me off? When you do StreamYard and it freezes.
Well, they're
That
always tweaking shit. They're always trying to add something new and improve it. And when that happens, you're gonna have bullshit.
yeah, that just makes me mad.
Oh
I did a
fuck.
panel interview thing and it froze up and everything, and I've been listening to StreamYard tell me in ads all week how it will
Yeah.
fix itself in the download. Well, I don't think it's fixing itself. So what's up with that?
Yeah.
Ah,
If,
frustrating.
if all you guys can pause it right now for a minute, I'm gonna
Okay.
get back here. I didn't hit the pause button. I fucked up and hit stop. Okay, now I'm back. Okay. And I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play. It's in 3 segments. They're all like 6 or 7 minutes each. So I'm just gonna
Okay.
play the first one right now.
We're just gonna watch. Okay.
Here is my friend and a good YouTuber and a really knowledgeable. He's got so much passion about this. He loves these 2 films. I'm gonna play his interpretation of it as soon as I can get to him here. There it is.
Okay, we're live.
All right. Gore here, and I'm here with America Werewolf in New Jersey. And I asked him to come on and answer a few questions about Alien and aliens.
Yeah, man.
I'm
ready to go.
Just some of the basic questions. Like I'll start out with the main one. Which is your preference out of the 2? They're both classics. They're both great.
Yeah. I think you're talking about probably the top 3 1-2 punches in all of Hollywood, not just horror. But the short answer is the first one, the first movie, the first film with Ridley Scott. There's never been one like it. I really haven't seen too many anything else like it since then, with the exception of the second film. Yeah, those first 2 films are just fucking lethal, man. Just good shit.
So you prefer Alien with a little more of the horror edge than the action edge?
Well, I mean, what happens is, I mean, you're talking about the 70s, the end of the 70s. You got this entire list of like masterful, gritty, bleak cinema. You've got The Godfather, you got The Exorcist and French Connection, Apocalypse Now. We got Spielberg with Jaws. We got Rocky, Stallone coming out with Rocky, with these bleak sort of, endings, these very rough sort of films with these rough endings.
Right.
And here we are right at the end of that decade with that first movie. You've got a great ensemble. You've got, Tom Skerritt. I'm meeting Sigourney for the first time. I saw this in a drive-in. Because when I was young, 2 miles away from where I lived with my parents, we had a drive-in theater, and that was our Friday thing. Mom would cook up a big vat of popcorn, and, we'd bring our own snacks. And I'd sit there. Yeah. And, it was that one where you put the speaker on the inside of the window.
Right.
This was before you could tune into some local, radio frequency or anything like that. So you just had one speaker, and I was just stunned. You had Yaphet Kotto. Oh, yeah, absolutely. The first movie that I ever saw in an indoor theater was The Empire Strikes Back. So everything pre-1980 was at a drive-through. You got Harry. Oh, yeah, you got Harry Dean Stanton. You got Ian Holm. Ian Holm is just this evil. People always talk about, how lovable characters like Mr. Spock, or like Data. But he's like an evil version of that. This evil little gremlin, and, the contempt that he just has for everybody throughout the whole film. And then you realize that he's a synthetic. And then he just lets you know that he just doesn't give a fuck, because, hey, guess what? This race is superior. And so you get this evil interpretation of what, pure logic would look like.
Yeah, he was the prelude to David.
Yeah, Yeah, which really kind of, I think it kind of falls short. I like Prometheus. I like what he
Fassbender.
tried to do there. I think Ridley Scott got compromised by the production company at the end.
Right.
He couldn't make his vision. They're like, well, we want an alien. But you got that first one. You got Geiger's Creation.
Oh yeah.
Which is just this horrific creature that you'd never even. I mean, it's just awful looking with the dripping slime and the teeth, and you're like almost you don't want it to touch you, because it's just disgusting looking.
Yeah, you can't even hurt it without hurting yourself.
Yeah. Acid for blood. Molecular acid for blood. How bold Ridley Scott was, and I'm not knocking James Cameron at all. I'm happy to talk about Aliens.
Right.
But how bold it was to kill off what looked like he was the leading man. When
Right.
Tom Skerritt gets killed 45 minutes in, you're like, what the fuck is happening here? And then this other actor that I've never heard of before, because Sigourney Weaver, because everybody just gets wiped off the board real fast.
Right.
Once it goes south, it just starts going south, and it just plummets all the way down. And so, the science officer, you're like, who? Sigourney Weaver, who's that? And she's just this great, character, and she's tough, but she's not tough at the expense of other people. And she's smart, and she's vulnerable. She's terrified, but, she goes back to try to save the cat, and, she's trying to, think and, figure out what to do here, because she's suddenly thrust into this position that, she shouldn't be in at all. Yeah. This should be Dallas's position. Mm-hmm. The look of the ship, it just looks like this, it's like an oil rig in space.
It's dirty.
It's got this dirty, sort of dusty, you can almost see the oil, like on all the, the equipment and everything like that. The design of the ship, the claustrophobia. I mean, it's just, it's peak 70s cinema, and it is cinema. It's not content. It's beyond entertainment. It's probably in my top 5 movies of all time.
That's him talking about the original Alien. On the next segment, he's talking about Aliens, and he really gets in and kicks it in on that one. He's a really good guy. I definitely recommend his channel. He's very opinionated. He will tell you exactly how he feels about it. He's definitely not mainstream. That's where me and him agree. He thinks all these sequels and all this bullshit is just a cash grab, and they're not very good. Loves A24. But yeah. What was your thoughts about that?
I loved that. That was so awesome to listen that way. And no, I have not seen anything like this on a live stream before ever. Yeah, I'll definitely check out his channel and subscribe and all that jazz. Very cool.
I'll get to one other segment here, maybe after we're done with the film. I'll play it real quick. It's like 6 or 7 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, he gets to talk about aliens, and he really see what everybody's been talking about here. Let me see what we're doing here. I don't care about.
They're all talking about social media, I think.
Guest, yeah. Well, no, he was a guest. What I did, Trench, is yesterday I recorded altogether about a 22-minute conversation between me and him about these films that Karen and I have done the last 2 weeks. That was the whole point to it. That's what I want to do each week. Next week, I'm going to have Eric talking about Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's just something I thought would be cool to throw in here with us.
Yeah.
So I should be. Love their numbers, and that's all they care about. I can't stand channels that have to honestly say that. They just got some new stuff. Yeah. Well, I do bitch and complain though. About not the numbers, about this made up bullshit that doesn't exist called algorithm. That's my problem. So you guys have to bear with it with me. Oh yeah, I get that YouTube don't care about small YouTubers. No, they don't. Like us, unless you're making them money. They don't care. They'll never admit they would like most of us gone. I have seen friends have too short. I've noticed how in the movie where Ripley has to go back to the planet is where you have to face your fear. All right, we are at almost an hour and 16 minutes. That's where I have it paused.
Okay.
You guys have paused? Okay. I
We're
am
gonna
ready to
start
back
again?
at 3. Yep.
Okay.
5, 4, 3. Are you guys ready? 2,
Yeah.
1. Start the movie again.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully this will work out. This first time I'm trying this, so everybody may not be on the same page, but we will eventually.
Yeah. Just keep doing it, I think.
Yeah. I could care less about any social media. Yeah, Steele is definitely not the social type. Yeah, but yeah, don't ever mistake it, Sean. I am definitely not one of those people that is all worried about and all whining about his numbers all the time. That's not my bitch. That's not my complaint. Because I've actually grown some, and you know, in my way on my terms. That's what's up. When you can do it on your terms, and hey, and I don't care if I get stuck at 400 or 500 subs. I don't care. As long as I'm able to get my message out there and hang out with you guys and have fun, that's what I'm looking for. If I had 10
For,
subs and it was just you guys.
for me, I'm using it as an extra vehicle for what I'm trying to do, which is my art.
Yes.
So that's my thing. And I'll be doing comic books and who knows, whatever else with my art. And I'm using it as a way to communicate that and make friends and hang out
Right.
and you see what talent is out there and, support people and all that kind of thing.
But doing it with a passion, just like we are, not using it to I mean, not using it, but just yeah, I see where you're coming from on that, and hopefully we'll still have this show going.
For me, I don't know how I get dragged into dramas, but I do get dragged into dramas occasionally. And I treat all of this as work, as my business, self-employed business, not real life. It's really nice when I hook up and connect with people and we become friends. I think that's really neat, learning about everything, but I don't get into it like that crazy, that serious. Although I do get dragged into it somehow, and I'm not really sure why that happens.
But
Because
I
I
mean,
don't intend to, you know.
do you see my point though? Do you see my point? Why I am irritated about that just a little bit? I mean, it does make sense though, right? I mean, it is kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like you're pre-chosen. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair to other people who work really
No.
hard.
Yeah,
That's my
no.
point.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah, I
being
agree.
seen. But trust me, I'm never going to be one of these people that's on here all the time preaching and bitching and whining. No, that's just not me.
Yeah. But you
Even
have
if
to
it kind
vent
of
every
sounds
once
like,
in a while, though.
oh, I definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly, Mr. Fusion was later used back in the future. I just use this and Instagram to stay in touch with a small circle of friends. Exactly, and that's what this is all about to me. Like I said
Yeah.
before, all of us hanging out. Since we can't all hang out together in one place, we can do it like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Social media is awful. It's very toxic, and you could lose
Can
your
be.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah, even on here, like this, if we got the wrong couple of people on here, um, it could instantly turn into a thing where the whole chat turns toxic.
Yeah.
Of course, they would have
Yeah.
to be eliminated, and I have people out. We have people out there to do that. I
Yeah.
can't see from my screen who the moderators are, but I
Right.
think they can.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly who all I have, but I
You got
got
Sean.
quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
Some
Sean
out
for
there.
sure. He's good. He's good at that.
Yeah. Trust. Exactly. That's a hard one to come by, man. But this particular circle of people, you guys that come every week, twice a week and hang out with me and then with me and Karen, we got a good thing going here.
You got a great group here.
Yeah. We're all cool with each other. We all treat each other like friends with respect. And like I said, there's been a couple times people told her and said some stupid shit, but we got rid of them.
Yeah.
Man says, I'm scared of you, John.
You're joking.
I'm sure you would give me a award they would never believe. You pulling out some Rambo there, laughing my ass off. God, I hate the way it does that. Spirit. All is fair in love and war. Man, some faces. Don says, Don, is that another one that keeps it real? Yep. Make love, not war. That was great. Call me self-absorbed. Here's Ninja. Call me self-absorbed and arrogant or whatever, but I do like seeing views go up on my videos. But I don't find it to be the main reason I do it. I do it because I enjoy it. Yeah. Just told it how, I told it how it was. Trent says American Werewolf is great. Yeah, he's a very smart man. Werewolf is. You can just tell. You can just feel that he's educated. He's smart. He knows what he's talking about.
Right.
And he loves these. Just like he said right before we got off there. This is in the first one. He's sticking with the first one so far. Is in his top 5 ever. I find his conversation when he's talking about aliens to be even better. He really goes off
even better.
Oh yeah, it's even better in that first part.
I'm just looking him up now.
Sean says that's a way to do something different with streams. It also gets recognition to the people that randomly on here. Great idea for the intermission. Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good because I want everybody to grow. I want everybody to do good.
Yeah, me too.
I've said it
before, almost everybody. There's a couple.
Right. It's too Leonard. Got press play. Okay. Where my timestamp man says exactly 1 hour 22 minutes. Yeah, the editing can be a pain in the ass at times. That's why I try to stay away from that as much as possible. That's why I do a lot of live shit.
Yeah, live shit. Well, I think I'm gonna have to flip to more of the live for a while when I start a new job, actually. But editing is long. Like that interview that I did, that took forever. I was exhausted. I couldn't even see anymore by the time I was done, and I was racing to try to finish it.
You gotta add pictures, and you gotta cut this off because this didn't sound right,
and sound and voiceover and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta turn up or down the volume, and it's just a never-ending cycle.
I'm working on a filming location video as well, so I have so much stuff on my phone right now that it makes my phone lag. And
me too. Oh my god, I go to look at my picture section. Where you have the camera here, and then you got your photos or whatever. Open up, there's a shitload of things, especially where I made that intro. I got like 50 segments that I used on there.
Yeah,
that was work, but the end result of those intros is like
it's good. Yeah, it's fun.
And, still likes them. Oh yeah, that is one. I don't do a lot real great, but I think I do intros decent. That's people here do it for. I don't think anyone has the assumption they're going to explode and make money. Oh hell no.
No,
my channel would never make money. I smoke. I cuss.
You could do ads for cigarettes. You could. Movies, Blu-rays. I don't know.
YouTube frowns on you smoking on here. They really do. Cussing, oh my god. Profanity. They hate everything I do. They hate.
Do you get copyright claims for smoking? No.
Nope. I have not got any kind of claim for anything yet. I got a couple of warnings early on because I used some music that wasn't.
Yeah. Music.
Music. They'll get shitty with you in a minute over that.
Yeah. I have a couple of songs direct from the crappy YouTube music. And then the one that I have that Todd McGorry made for me. So that's all I have. I won't touch the music or any of that.
Yeah. What I did is I went through Power Director and I bought like a year subscription, paid like $30 for a year, and I can use any music or anything they have on there.
Cool.
So everything I have on here right now is mine, basically.
Yours. Yeah, that's the way to go for sure.
Oh, this is so fucked up. I'm at the part where Bishop's getting ready to go through this tube, and it absolutely strikes me right where it hurts because I am a very claustrophobic person. Being buried alive is my biggest fear.
I couldn't do that.
Go through this tube like he does. Oh my god! Like when he's doing it, you literally feel like you can't breathe. Like you're like, oh my
Yeah.
god. No way.
How did you watch As Above So Below? How did you like that?
Um, Go figure.
You just
It's,
pushed through and watched it?
yep.
Because it made me uncomfortable even.
I don't get afraid with movies. You know what I mean? The most horror movies don't scare me. I'm always begging to be scared by one of these films.
Right.
So I guess that's my version of fear of being scared.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's what I think, you know.
I get it.
I just gotta push those through those parts and enjoy the rest of the film for what it is.
Right. Yeah.
There's not a bunch of those parts in. I mean, there's a little bit in As Above So Below,
Yeah.
but
True.
that's not the whole film.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Also, being in the middle of the fucking ocean with Jaws out there, that's a fear too. I will not swim in the ocean. I
No.
won't do it. No way.
I get that. I get that. So no diving or scuba diving or anything.
No. But
I
I
don't know.
mean, that would be cool. I would love to do it, but I'm so
Yeah. That'd be hard though. I don't know if I could do it either.
I've never even been to the ocean. I've never seen the ocean personally with my own eyes, like personally. I've never been there.
Oh, one day I live around the ocean. I'm surrounded by the ocean.
But no, that's your name, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful.
I would like to see it personally, at least just once, you know.
Yeah, you will. It's an amazing thing, and the smells and it's just breathtaking. It really puts you in perspective to the world and life and everything when you go do that. That's my way of unwinding is head out to the ocean and just hike, and you're just everything's gone, you know. And it's not. I think you'd enjoy it because it's big, you know. It just puts you're tiny compared to the grand scheme of things. It's my favorite thing to do.
I would love to have a secluded beach house, like a house, like it's the only house on that beach with a nice peaceful ocean right here and no one else around. I wouldn't have to get in it. Like I could walk around just right where the shallow parts are, just my feet in it. Yeah. I could, you know, I think that'd be so peaceful.
Yeah, that was my dream, but I'm too old now, I think. But to get some farmland and live off grid in a tiny little house right out in the middle of nowhere with the ocean all around. That was my dream. That was what I was going to do. But I think it'd be too hard now. Too hard to do that now. Too old. I can go hiking and stuff up island though. So it's kind of the same thing.
Jen says your opening is fantastic. Thank you. Doom Dong go hand in hand, okay. You can try to stay away from YouTube drama, but it seems always fine. That's just life, Echo, man. Yeah, we should be hanging out at Red Robin eating bottomless fries. You hungry, Echo? John says last motherfucking ass off Red Robin, yum. He did it. Red Robin, yum. That's fantastic. I did not see that coming. I didn't see it coming. That's great. But yeah, after the film's over, I'll play another 6-7 minute part of it, and then maybe when we get started next week, I'll play the last part.
Okay.
Because I don't have that last. Let's see, it'd be about 6 or 7 minutes. I don't have that last part ready to play yet because I thought these 2 6-7 minute parts would be plenty.
Okay.
Still kind of playing with what we should do. Do you have any ideas for things that that we could do on here? Because this is a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, gosh, haven't thought about it. Well, we've done science fiction so far, hey? Do we want to stick with sci-fi?
Horror clowns. What I think is we should go with whatever strikes us and whatever we feel is the right thing to do at that time. Whatever we feel we want to do next week, go for it. No matter what it is. whether it be sci-fi, whether it be horror, whether it be exploitation, whether it be slasher, whatever.
Yeah.
Just go by feeling.
Okay. I don't know. That opens us up to so many things.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I love so many different subgenres of horror.
how do you follow killer clowns?
You can basically go anywhere after that.
You would pick stuff that maybe I haven't seen before. That would be fun.
I'm sure I probably got a lot of ideas for that. Where are you? You and I haven't talked much about the slasher genre. Where are you on that? What do you like in the slasher genre?
It's not my favorite.
What do you consider slasher? Because everybody has different ideas. Though.
Yeah, I know, because they all get very opinionated about that too, right? I don't know, like it's like I say, it's not my thing. It's not really my thing as much. I like the campy stuff, the stuff that you guys all watch that everybody kind of gets into. I don't know. It's not super my thing. I'm more into like I like 70s, the supernatural stuff, the things with stories and that kind of thing, but just the stabbing, killing kind of deal. I'll watch it, but it's not as much my thing.
How are you with like exploitation? Like I Spit on Your Grave, Last House on the Left, shit like that.
I'll watch, but it's not my thing either. Not my favorite type of thing, but I'll watch. But that doesn't mean it wouldn't make for a good watch party to put me through that and get me to watch it and have my opinion on it. Could be a little bit bringing out some of my negative thoughts too. I don't know.
What do you think about Phantasm? First Phantasm.
I haven't seen it.
Oh wow, that is
Should we do that one?
That is a fucking cult classic, boy. Yeah. Oh my god, Phantasm. I have a beautiful German media book of it right here.
Okay. Cool. Wow.
There's all kinds of shit in it. There's a poster. Yeah. Well, you haven't seen Phantasm. That. Oh
No.
my god.
Then let's do Phantasm.
We've got to fix that.
Okay, so it sounds like that would work together.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody do Phantasm in a while either. What about David Cronenberg? Do you like Cronenberg? Do you like Scanners and shit like that?
Yeah.
Fly.
Yeah, we can do that. I love The Fly.
No, I'm not big on video though, but I told Steele that I would give it another chance because I haven't seen it since it came out.
Right. I love The Fly.
There's so many places we could go. We still one of these days we still need to do the 13 Ghosts remake too.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
So yeah.
Okay.
We got a month or two putting together here so far. Yeah, there's just so many places we go because I have them all. I collect them all. I love all genres of horror stuff.
Yeah.
And the sci-fi horror. You know, that's what I love about horror. Horror can go practically anywhere.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Horror, you can stick anything in it, and it's still horror. But yeah, you got to see Phantasm. Yeah, I've got to show you Phantasm. I'm going to show Mayanne Phantasm because I'm sure she hasn't seen it either.
I think that would be fun. We should do that one after Killer Clowns.
Every fan should see Phantasm. It is it's different. It's an experience. It's not like any other horror. It has its own category. Phantasm does.
Right.
By saying hello to each other again, right? Okay. Yeah, I can agree with Echo. It seems like most people are into that, and that's why I'm trying to do more streams now. Yeah, that's why I got completely. Yeah, I just decided that I was going to do this. This way I can reach people and talk to people. That's what I needed, was to be able to talk to people and hang out with people, in a real kind of way, rather than putting out in a content type way. You know, like uploading shit.
Right.
Like I am not good. I am not a good reviewer. I do not do good reviews for some reason. I just don't do them well.
Right. That's not your thing. That's all.
Yeah. For some
Creature
reason.
features and stuff would be good too.
Yes.
Like Sean just said. Monster movies, creature features. I would do that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. Like I said, that's a whole other movie that we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Horror anthologies.
We could do that too. Yeah.
Those are fucking awesome. There's a lot of good ones. Definitely a favorite for me. Monsters and creature features are what really got me into horror. And yep, absolutely. It's a good idea. That's just a very, yes, they are. It is definitely my thing. I found my niche, I guess is what you call it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's how things are going. I think you kind of have to do live streams now.
Yeah, easier and more fun to interact with people. It also
Interactive.
makes it easier for people to understand each other a little more. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah.
I have not seen Phantasm. See, I knew it.
Well,
so I'm going to
that's
show
the
you
one.
both Phantasm. In 2
Man
weeks from
decided.
tonight, 2 Tuesdays from tonight, next Tuesday, Color Clowns. The one after that will be 1979's Phantasm. Don
There you
Costa
go.
released Phantasm.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
If I had to put Phantasm in a category, I would call it a supernatural horror thriller. I guess it's different. It's its own fucking thing, boy. Now you know about the ball, right? Phantasm ball.
No.
Here, hold on. You never seen this anything before?
No.
Wow, this is a Phantasm sphere. This thing
Okay.
flies around,
Okay.
and and hit it like here, and a drill will come out and drill into your fucking brain.
Cool. I'm in. That sounds good.
Like you never seen the ball. That's awesome. I don't know how you could have missed that. That's awesome.
I missed it.
Yeah, you're kind of like Mayanne, aren't you? You're still kind of new. I mean, you're a little more accomplished than Mayanne at this point, but just because you do content, probably.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, I'm just starting to collect physical media and that kind of thing, right? So,
right. That's exciting.
I'm catching up.
One of my friends on here that doesn't do it anymore. I'm remember me talking about Tony from Horror and Taj. He had a collection of 2,000 or 3,000 boutique and all this stuff, just like I do. He sold every one of them to one guy one day because he wanted to start over because he wanted that excitement of getting them all new.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah, it's very fun. Yeah, I'm just learning all about that.
There was nothing left for him to get really, so he got bored. Sold them all for like 40 grand, 50 grand or something.
Right. I'm actually setting up another interview with a YouTuber that we're going to talk about his physical media collection. He's got quite a collection too, so that's another one's coming up.
Cool. Who?
Should I say?
Well,
secret.
That's up to you, or you can tell me.
I'm not going to say yet. I'll tell you after because it's not 100% booked yet.
Cool.
So
do I know him?
Probably.
Okay. You figure I probably do. God, I have collabed with. This coming May 4th will be also not only my birthday will be May 14th, but
right.
the 4th will be my YouTube birthday, my 2-year YouTube birthday.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, and since then I have collabed with like over 30 people.
Wow.
I don't know how, but I wrote them all down. And I was like, holy shit. Phantasm Spearball is definitely the most alluring thing about Phantasm. If you ask me, it's so fascinating and unpredictable. Yes. You'll enjoy it. Phantasm is a fun one too. I'm
excited. It's kind of fun getting to watch something for the first time for me too, instead of something I've seen before.
It's got a sci-fi vibe to it as well.
Does it? Okay.
It's not sci-fi. It's horror, but it's almost like living in a fever dream. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. I like it. It sounds great.
It's surreal.
Surreal. Okay. Cool.
A whole other dimension almost.
Plus, Mayanne hasn't seen it either, so that's cool.
Yes. I did not count on this part of it. I thought I'd connect, hang out, bullshit, and talk to people that know just as much or more than me. I didn't count on bringing people in and showing them the films that I grew up on.
Right.
That's a cool little attitude that I wasn't counting on.
Right.
I can show people exactly why I love this, and what made me love it, the films that made me love
it.
Yeah, it's cool to share that.
Yeah. Oh, it is. That's why I love talking with everybody, because everybody has their own things that they've seen, and everybody has films they've never seen before, you know? I'm sure you have some that you haven't seen.
Several, yeah.
So it's just interesting to see what movies people gravitate towards.
Is collabing with me like you thought it would be?
I was just thinking it was going to be fun, and yeah, it is.
Yep.
I think so.
Just making sure. Okay.
Comfortable, easy to talk to. This is good. I love your community too. You have some really cool people. I'm having so much fun with that.
Yeah, just making sure that you wasn't disappointed or were let down from what you expected.
No, of course not. The only thing that's going to piss me off is the drama. Just don't do the drama with me and we'll get along just fine.
Well, hey,
you're not going to. I know you're not going to.
Every now and then I do bitch for a minute. That's just me.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about though.
But I'm not dramatic about it.
Yeah. No.
I bitch. I have to give my opinion for a minute, get it off my chest, and then I'm good.
Yeah.
And I'll do it with a smile sometimes.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun. Really fun. I'm so enjoying all of this attention.
Like the attention. Huh? Cool.
Yeah.
John says Phantasm's great. Yes, it is. Still, absolutely.
Okay. I'm excited.
Finally turning 21 or 2. Is that what you meant, man? Yeah, my channel's turning 2 and I'm turning 50. May's going to be a big one. And what's funny about that birthday is, I don't know if you know anything about Star Wars, but yep. May the 4th is May the 4th. Yeah. And that's cool. I didn't plan it that way.
Yeah.
It just happened.
That's neat.
So I got to do something relating to Star Wars on the day somehow.
Yeah, you do.
Because I do love Star Wars, the early one.
I do too. Yeah.
I don't like this new shit that's come out the last 5-10 years.
No, I don't either. I like the OG stuff. And you know what? Like I told you, we got pay TV. I remember back in the day when I was in high school, when those came out, and I would skip out of high school just to watch.
That's very cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm loving the channel content. Well, cool. Thank you, man. That's a great compliment to the two of us. Say the drama for your mama. Hey, listen. I'll just act like you guys are my mama sometimes, and I'll bitch like a motherfucker. Okay. and then I'll smile and be like, okay, what do you want to talk about now? I'm a little unhinged at times, guys. You guys know that. I'm just me. Like I said, it's a curse life lived. GoreAphobe has definitely motivated me to want to interact with you all a little more. Streams are certainly fun, but don't forget about everyone's content. But this is for your support community. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. My motto has been done by the horror community for the horror community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I like hanging out here.
It's just, it's a good sense of support and understanding.
Yeah. It is. You're not being attacked. You don't feel stupid or like you're being attacked. You feel welcome here. And everyone has their opinions and differences of opinions. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I wouldn't expect you to like every movie I like, and you shouldn't expect me to like every movie you like. But I don't feel attacked here. I feel safe here.
Right.
It feels good. Yeah.
That's the way it'll always be. I won't allow that shit. Hell no.
Yeah. No, I know.
Because I don't need to come on here and have that in this part of life when that is a part of life out there all the time. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
This is a break. This is not getting even deeper into stupid shit.
Right.
If it was dramatic, just like real life is, there'd be no point in doing it.
That's true.
Star Wars
That's very true.
trilogy watch party till our eyes bleed. Star Wars, oh damn, that's a lot of Star Wars now.
A 24-hour stream of Star Wars.
Oh man, I got my kids into Star Wars.
Yeah.
I collect a lot of the figures. I collect figures of everything. One of these days, I'm gonna have to do a tour of this room.
Yeah.
Actually, show people what I got. Start with everyone. It's just hard, and I get burnt out. So now I pace myself and watch people when I can. So if I haven't seen your stuff in a while, it's nothing personal, and I will get to your stuff. Well,
Yeah, me too. Same.
yeah, Trench will come in for he'll come in for like a 3 or 4 week solid, and then we won't hear from him for a couple of months, and then he'll come back.
I do that too.
I love the chat talking constantly. That's a kick ass thing. You talk for your mom. I thought, well said, man. Well, yeah, like I said, but I gotta act like you guys are my mama sometimes and bitch. But I think my bitching is done in a
fair way. It's in just your opinion. It's not like you're attacking someone else.
Yeah, I just had to throw my opinion out there about the algorithm for just a minute. Something that's pissing me off. So I had to get it out of my system.
Yeah.
My fiance heard it before you guys. Trust me. Wow, that's weird. And then Mayanne says, "Sean, you are amazing. Trust me." Gotcha, John. Thank you, man. First three Phantasm was solid, but 4 and 5 were almost embarrassing. That first one's the one that I go by.
Yeah. Phantasm.
Yeah, there's like 5 of them, but that first one to me, that's the one.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
But none of them are horrible. I don't think.
But
exactly.
when you get to 4 or 5, you got to expect it's going to go down a little bit.
Usually, yeah. Like passionate debate is fine. To hate someone over a movie opinion is stupid. Yeah, I 2-3 years ago I got on a stream. I'm not gonna say what the channel was, but I was giving my opinion about Halloween, the new Halloweens, and how the character of Michael Myers just is not like he was originally done in the 1978 film. And they were on there telling me that I was fucking wrong and shit, and that, I needed to watch it again. I felt attacked. I felt like,
yeah,
you don't get on that shit for someone to tell you your opinion's wrong.
No, you're entitled to have that opinion.
Yeah, they were basically telling me that I was wrong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and somebody that I didn't expect that from, it was a big letdown.
Yeah.
Here in New York last May 4th, it was so cool. I'm doing again this year. All caught up. You guys got me sweating.
They talk a lot.
I told you, I'm gonna try to get everyone them motherfuckers. I don't know if I'm gonna do that ever, but I'm trying.
Yeah, no, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the one having to push the buttons. That's good.
That's why you said, "Oh yeah, we can just have it on your channel."
No. Too hard.
Okay.
Too many people.
That's okay.
Too stressful.
Yeah. That's why. Oh, now I know method to your madness.
I used to do it on my phone too. That was really fun, trying to see the little tiny screen.
That's what I'm using. Yep.
Are you? Your
yes.
phone? Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's all I have.
I got just a cheap laptop, and that's how I do it now, and it's much easier to see everything.
Oh, thank you, man. You said left my ass off. You're the best. So are you saying okay? So you're making fun of me saying I'm the best? You're the best.
What are they talking about?
That sounds fun, man. I never miss a May the 4th Star Wars. Yeah, I can't believe I started my channel on May the 4th with you. That's fantastic.
That's special. Yeah, you should do a Star Wars marathon.
Something Star Wars, yeah. I'll come up with something.
Yeah.
I am, I do have I try to be creative anyway. You know what I mean? I try to something that's different than everybody else does.
Yep.
I don't know what made me start doing the watch parties like I do. I think just because I wanted to reach out and just talk to people.
Yeah.
It just ended up working.
Yeah. Well, they're fun.
One day all of a sudden I looked and I was like, wow, there's a lot of people watching this now. Wow, that's weird.
Well, you got a lot now.
Yeah. It's funny because in real life, I don't make a lot of friends anymore because I got kind of strange when I became socially fucked up,
Right.
and it cut off people being around a lot. So I have a lot more friends like this and people actually that I can talk to like this than I do in real life, like far. And I think that's weird.
Right. I'm kind of that way too. I think things have just gotten that way the last couple of years. We're not as social. We don't go out as much. And my daughter and I went downtown today and everything's closed. Like there was just no people. Even the restaurant, we were the only ones in there. People were ordering food for home. There was nobody there. It was just us,
People just don't want to interact anymore face to face. They just really don't.
Yeah.
Everyone's becoming socially, in it.
Yeah, it's very true. That's why we all have to get along and be nice to each other. If this is kind of it, then
oh yeah,
trust
me. It would take something major for me to not be nice to just somebody. Someone would really have to offend me for me to do that.
Right.
So you'll know if someone's really offended me bad when I'm getting shitty going, listen here. But I'm just not that kind of person usually. You really gotta be an
Push
ass
buttons,
for me.
yeah.
You really gotta say some fucked up shit or be fucking rude for me to act like that.
Right.
Because I just wasn't raised that way.
Yeah.
So my husband got me into Star Wars and now I love it. Awesome. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, it is great. I adore Star Wars. The new trilogy is the best. Okay, well, everybody has their opinion, but I still find the newer movies to be watchable for what they are. I hate. I can't stand The Last Jedi and that Rise of Skywalker. Man, I just can't do it. Now the first 6 episodes, even the prequels, a lot of people don't like those. I do. The ones where he becomes Darth Vader.
Right.
I like those 3.
Right. But just not the recent ones.
Not the last 3, yeah. Not 7, 8, and 9.
Right.
Let's do Phantasm, Menace and Worship of our Lord, okay, and Savior Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, I don't mind. I even don't mind Jar Jar. He squeezed me. Yeah, Jar Jar is kind of irritating, but he was made for the kids. I think Jar Jar Binks. I think he was more made for the children.
Right.
Kind of like the Ewoks were. He just didn't get over quite as well.
Right.
Long live Jar Jar. Yeah. Yeah. Darth Jar Jar for life. Absolutely. Man loves Jar Jar. Oh, okay, yeah. So so that's good. We don't have Jar Jar bashers on here. Cool. he can't help it. It's not Jar Jar's fault he's the way he is,
Oh, they just like saying Jar Jar.
Yeah. That's what this is about, is accepting people for how they are, even if it is fucked up.
Yeah.
She's got this fucking gun, man. Look at this gun.
Yeah, this is it. Michael Biehn just got like acid on him.
Fucked him up and got sprayed, yeah.
Yeah.
At the very beginning of this film, if you look really closely when they're taking her out of there, you know at the end of Alien, her gun goes and the strap gets caught and it pulls it all the way to the door.
Yeah.
At the very beginning of this, you can look and that gun is there. They got that detail.
Oh. In this film.
Yep.
In this one.
They followed that detail. They
did her high pitched scream. She screamed.
Now, how did Newt end up getting in here, this situation like this, and not getting impregnated by a girl? Like this timing, like she gets there just in time.
Just in time, yeah.
Because they had her set up to be the next host.
Yeah.
Like they usually shoot right out of there, but this one's just kind of crawling out like a creepy spider.
Yeah.
And
There was
she's like,
10.
oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I gotta get there. The budget for this was like 18.5 million back in 1986. Today that
Right.
would be what 60, 70 million probably. And it made like, it had two different numbers. They said the box office it made 131.1 million, and
Right.
then it says 183.3 million. Either way, that would be close to $1 billion at the box office now. That was
That's my
big.
favorite. Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, wow.
I mean, because you got to think that's 183
Mind blowing.
million in 1986.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, the dollar value has went up tremendously since then.
Yep.
I could probably type it up and see what 183 million is in today's money, and I bet you it's close to $1 billion.
Isn't that crazy?
Fucking money. Like just 18.5 million. That's cheap as fuck for a movie like this.
Yeah.
They did a lot. That's good filmmaking.
Yeah.
Because it looks like this huge. I mean, it looks every bit as good as any Marvel universe thing where they spend like what, $100 million making it.
Right. You said 18 million to make it?
18.5 million budget. Yep.
And 180 million.
Yeah. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It made like 8 or 9 times what they spent on it. So
Yeah, wow.
they made 8 times the money back that they spent. That's
Yeah.
profit.
Yeah.
That's successful.
Huge success. Oh, look at the alien. That's very cool.
That'd be like taking $18 and betting on a card game. And then after that card game, someone hands you $183.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. Look at this queen. She has got this fucking hair.
Yeah.
She is pissed. She literally hisses at her. She's just showing her real slow with the mouth open. She's like, I'm gonna bite you. And I'm gonna slaughter all you too, you bitch. Get out of my house.
Yeah, this was cool.
Very, very, very cool scene. The alien is a badass.
Yeah.
I had a choice to get the alien like that color or get the red genocide.
Yeah, let's see it.
I wanted to get the red genocide. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I gotta move this shit out of the way because I have it all set up in like a display. This is me by NECA. This came out a few years ago.
Wow.
She is I can't remember fucking let me see, like 36 inches long or something like that. She stands like 18 inches high.
Yeah.
There's the feet. There's the tail. It's got a bendy wire in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see
Now,
the face.
her jaws in there. I took her extending jaw out. But yeah,
Oh, okay. Wow. Why did you get the red one?
I just like the way it looked. For some reason, I like the red one. The red one is a part of the comic strip. I'm not doing anything about it, but this has like 30 some points of articulation too. All the arms and hands and everything bend back and forth, they turn around, everything.
Wow, that's very cool. That would look good in my set.
But it's just something about this red one. I just think she's cool.
She's very cool.
So yeah,
that's cool. What did that set you back?
That was a present for Christmas from my fiance this year, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice.
She got it for me for Christmas.
Was it a surprise?
Yeah, but she started talking about getting it, and she don't know how to shop. Like I'm an expert at shopping on places like eBay and shit because I've done it so long.
Yeah.
Because eBay and places like that'll fuck you over if you let them.
Right.
But if you know what you're doing, it can be a good place to shop. I do because I've been doing it for years.
Right.
And so I had to help her kind of get it.
So
I wanted just to, because she just didn't know how yet. She'd never done it.
Right.
And she didn't want to get ripped off, and because that's out of print. They don't make those anymore right now.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of scalpers selling those things. She
Right.
didn't want to get scalped.
Yeah.
So I had
That's
to look
cool.
2 or 3
That's
hours
neat.
worth of looking and shit. And I finally found one, brand new in the box. Not a fake, an actual NECA real toy.
Right. Very cool.
Yeah, I have a lot of things like that. Yeah, I don't know why I don't do it. Like, remember I showed you that Sid Haig as Captain Spaulding, still in the
Right.
pack, signed by Sid Haig. I have a
Right.
bunch of stuff like that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, do you like Rob Zombie?
Yeah, I like House of a Thousand Corpses. I kind of like his remake of Halloween. He has stuff that I appreciate. Some of it, yeah.
Yeah, House of a Thousand Corpses. Like I love those movies too.
Yeah.
So as far
Spalding
as,
is one
is
of
that a
the
slasher?
no,
No.
that's more that I'm not sure what that is. Like, to me, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is not a slasher.
Right.
It stands on its own. Halloween is not a slasher. It's
Right.
got low count, and he doesn't. See, all those like that. Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, is not a slasher. They just don't fall in that category to me.
Right.
Slasher to me is well, I don't know. Shit. Let me look right here. Say Sleepaway Camp, Summer Party Massacre, shit like that. That's slasher,
Right. Yeah.
and I love those too. Yeah, like I'm surprised you. Oh man, Sleepaway or Summer Party Massacre is fun as fuck. I'm
Yeah.
surprised you don't like those. But yeah, that's my queen. That's my girl, and I have a whole setup of alien stuff over there. I have Hicks, Michael Bean.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm. I got his figure. I got practically the whole cast from the first movie.
Cool.
Tom Skerritt, and all of them. Yeah,
Ah, cool. Very cool.
I don't have Bishop yet, but I'm going to get Bishop. I don't know whether to
Oh,
get the whole Bishop or they also have a figure of half the Bishop. You know, when he gets torn in half and he spews all that white shit, they have a figure of that too. I'm not sure which one to get. Maybe both.
that one. I would get that one or both.
Yeah,
Maybe both.
very cool.
The
Eric,
yogurt. What did you say? Yogurt and milk
yes, and it exploded.
concoction that caused food poisoning.
Yeah, because it had sat around too long. What's funny about
That's
that
so
is
gross.
they did that in Aliens, yet the one that played Ash in the original Alien,
Yeah.
they didn't use milk and shit because they said, well, what if it's spoiled? And then in 1986, they come out and they use it and it does spoil. It's like the people in 1979 were ahead of, logically, were ahead of the people in 86.
Yeah. Well, they were trying to make us sick in 86.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
So
Poor,
they
poor
could fund the
Lance.
pharmaceutical industry.
Poor Lance
In the
Henriksen.
70s, we were all hippies eating veggies, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lance wanted a role that people remember. Well, I guess that was his price to pay.
Yeah.
Yep, they're gonna remember you, but you're gonna get sick a little bit.
Yeah. Imagine if he would have
Oh,
died from that. Oh,
yeah. I had bad food poisoning one time. It's absolutely horrible.
yeah, it's
It, wa- it,
horrible. Yeah.
it was from a McDonald's fish, the fillet of fish,
Oh, yeah. Not cooked
seafood.
properly.
I'm not sure what happened,
Yeah.
but that had to have been what it was. And within an hour of eating it, I was dizzy. I got a fever. I was
Yeah.
throwing. My fever got
Yeah.
all the way up to like 105.
Wow. Yeah, you can get really sick.
Yeah, and that falls into the seafood category of food poisoning too, which is even worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shrimp would have been deadly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucked really bad. That was many years ago.
Yeah. Well, you do it once, hey, and then never again.
And I haven't ate fillet of fish since.
I wouldn't. It's not worth it.
I don't understand how McDonald's is so fucking successful and so huge. Their shit's not that good. Never has been really.
No. I
Patty
think it
Golden,
started out just really good marketing and how they were
kid,
selling it. And
kid friendly.
chemicals in it. You get addicted to it, right? It's like chips. They make them on purpose so that you can't stop eating them, you know?
Yeah,
Um, and inexpensive. And the commercials
children.
and the
Children is the key, I think. The
yeah.
colors and the whole setup attracts the child.
Mhm.
It's set up to attract them. That way, we have to eat there too. But their
Yep.
shit is not very good. Like,
No. And it's gotten to where it's so expensive now too. It's
yeah,
silly to
ridiculous.
eat it.
To eat anywhere since the pandemic, every bit of food is much more expensive.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
like we got a shortage of cows or something.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? It's crazy how that is all of a sudden.
The hamburger $5, $6 a pound for regular hamburger.
Yep. All very pricey.
Now,
Oh, there's the
are
poisoned
you
milk. Yum.
yeah are you a carnivore or are you a veggie eater?
Vegan.
Vegan? That
Yeah.
doesn't surprise
But
me.
sometimes we do like I'm not hardcore. You just sometimes you do what you do your best.
Right?
I try to eat like on the healthier side. Of course, we eat a lot of junk too. We
Yeah.
ate Chinese food today, you know. Um,
Right.
but I try to go more that direction because you know what? I grew up in the 70s and my grandmother had a massive backyard garden and she would cook everything and we just like ate fresh food right out of the garden all the time. So that's what I grew up with. And she used to always say to my mom, you shouldn't let the kids eat the McDonald's and all that because everybody's going to get sick. And sure enough, everyone's got all these cancers and all this weird stuff now, you know?
Yeah.
So I try to eat that much as best as I can,
Yeah. You
you
just
know,
cannot you cannot
healthier.
eat McDonald's and shit like that all the time until
No,
you just
you
can't do it.
can't. It's not good. So it's just as well that it's expensive, I guess,
Yeah. I am
you know?
not surprised that you're a vegan. You come off vegan. I am not surprised at all. I expected that.
Yeah. But
At
I'm
this
not
time,
I don't preach and I don't,
right, right,
cut down people. You do what you do. It's your thing, however you
right.
decide to do it. But that's what I try to do. And I live in a place where I can do that. We
Mhm.
have a lot of organic, a lot of healthy. There's lots of farms, um, lots of pre-made stuff that so it's easy for me to do that. So I can do
Right.
it. But yeah,
Um,
everybody
uh,
do you. But
uh,
I always try to advise people to don't do too much of the junk and the McDonald's and all that if you can.
you remember that guy that did the documentary, the Morgan Spurlock, where for a whole month all he ate was McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And
Yeah,
after like 3 weeks, he was so sick, he had put on weight, and he was so ill that he was just wanting to throw up for no reason. He didn't
yeah,
even he
yeah,
he like he got pale. He just looked bad. He went to
yeah,
the doctor, and the doctor said his cholesterol was up. I was like, damn.
right. Yeah. I mean, it's getting kind of crazy now. There's so many toxins in the environment anyway, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I
Mm,
try to go more towards healthier if I can. I like it. I just like eating stuff out of the garden and that
yeah,
tastes
yeah.
good. It's fun. It tastes good.
Just about 3 separate April, and I'll remind you all about it. Trent says it's just fast and convenient. Yeah, man says
Fast and
something.
convenient. Yeah.
Echo says not a fan of Rob Zombie
Mm,
anymore.
we'll have
Sean
to
says
stay.
you're alone, Echo. Yeah.
Well, we don't have to go that route.
Well, zombie. Well, they're just having a conversation about it. Says not alone. I go, but sorry to hear that. Um, we got some that like it, some that don't. But House of a Thousand Corpses is one that I really do like.
Yeah, I do like that one too.
I wish they would have kept the Doctor Satan in Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
I like that character.
Yeah.
I have his figure in a package too. Here, hold on. Doctor Satan. Here we go. Doctor Satan.
Ah, cool.
Get out of the damn light. Here we go.
He's got all his tools and stuff too. That's cool.
Everything.
That's wicked. Love that.
Yeah, yeah. I love toys. Oh, check this out. Now, have you ever seen Clockwork Orange?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. Whoa, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That would be a good one to do too. I would do that.
Oh wow. Me and Steele did that several months ago. It was fun as
Yes.
fuck. Yeah. Clockwork Orange is badass.
Yeah.
I have some really nice versions of that. Remember, I showed you that French steelbook version, that boutique that I had.
Yeah. 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 I remember that.
How do you feel about kaiju and shit like that? Like
Yeah. I'm
Godzilla
into
and
that
shit.
too. Yeah, for sure. Um, um, like Mothra and
Yes, Mudan and all them.
yeah, I'd be up for
Ghidorah.
that too. Yeah, I'm into that. Watch that as a kid all the time. It was always on TV.
How about Universal monsters like Frankenstein, Dracula, and shit?
Yeah, very much into Dracula. And I love
Cool.
Frankenstein too.
Yeah.
And
See,
yeah,
and there's so many places to go. We don't have to do, you know,
could flip it
there's so
around on.
many, yeah, there's so many kinds that we don't have to go a route where one of us doesn't like one. You know what I mean? There's so
Right.
many different choices.
It's fun to switch it up. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce around and do all of them because I really enjoy this show. I think we found something good.
Yeah, it's fun. This is fun. Yeah, yeah, that'd be fun to do. Godzilla, Mothra. I
Mhm.
love Mothra.
There's so much eye candy for horror fans and housing courses. Hell yeah. See, Trent says, I'm a Rob Zombie guy. I compare his movies to heavy metal. Most of them are like a middle finger to society. If you're pissed off at the world, you watch your Rob Zombie film, especially Devil's Reject.
I saw him in concert.
Yeah, I seen him at Ozfest.
It was fun.
He was there with Marilyn Manson was there.
Oh,
Ozzy
cool.
Ozzy
Ah,
reuniting with Black
yeah,
Sabbath.
nice.
Disturbed. The original Drowning Pool with the original singer.
Cool.
Um, so yeah, that was a good Ozfest. That was like 2001 or 2002.
Fun.
I got so sick because I freshly shaved my head and we went to Deer Creek and it was outside and
Yeah.
I have light skin anyway and I burnt my head and I got such bad sun
Oh,
poisoning that
yep.
the fluid swelled up in my head and when I moved my head, my head wobbled because it was
Oh my God.
when
You
I
have to
turned
be
my
so
head.
careful.
Yeah,
Like even today, we just got finally it's kind of hot and I swear to I burnt my face. I can feel it. My face feels like sunburnt.
yeah,
Yeah, you have to be careful.
yeah. I know I've missed some messages, guys. I'm I'm doing the best I can. I'm a little worn out at this point.
Where are we at?
It's a
Oh,
hard
they're
job.
going to sleep now.
It's a hard job, but somebody's got to do it. Shit.
Yep.
But
You're doing a great job.
I'm determined. Thank you. See, I want everybody to feel a part of it. You know that's the whole thing. If you're
Yeah.
skipping school and not responding to what they're saying, they can't feel part.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
No, especially on your phone.
Yeah, I'm all going. People are like, what the hell's he doing? I'm going through the chat, guys. All I have is my phone.
Yeah.
That's what I do everything on.
That's why our eyes are wrecked.
Yeah, I do every piece of content that I've done so far has been on this one.
That's how I started out doing it. And then just a couple months ago, I finally got a laptop to do it. And it's just that a little bit easier to
Yeah,
do it.
I'm thinking about my son has a laptop, and he mentioned a lot of things are easier. It would take a hell of an adjustment because I'm used to reaching out and doing all that. Doing it down here would be weird.
Yeah.
Plus,
The only thing I don't like with mine is the camera's not as good as my phone.
right?
but that's okay. But it's nice. It's a big screen and I can see, but I only paid like 500 for it. You know, it's not an expensive one.
Right. Here, show you somebody. This is Alien on 4K.
Ah, cool.
Here's a steel book. This is a Best Buy exclusive. This is the whole 6-film collection.
Ooh, steelbook.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is the Alien Anthology. This has all of them in it. And then you open up here, and then you got like this book that has films in it.
Very cool.
And then you got the original big pack. This is the Alien Quadrilogy. This is a big ass box set. It has 9 discs.
Wow.
Check out this shit. You go inside, you take that off, and you go in here. You got this.
Yeah.
Then you do this, and it opens up here.
Oh, I love that.
Opens up here, and opens up here. Now you go back to this end, and it does the same damn thing. But here, check out all these pictures that's on this fucker when I open it up.
Okay.
People that are familiar with this will know what I'm saying.
I love that. Yeah, that's the ultimate collection.
You can get this. This is the DVD part. You can get this anywhere from $8 to $15, $16 on eBay.
Really?
Yes.
That's it?
This is cheap. Yeah. These are DVDs. Now, the anthology I showed you before, this is the Blu-ray like it.
Right.
This you can get for $20, 25
Okay.
bucks.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Since you like aliens so much, I figured out it's like, but this right here, this set, this big one right here, under $15. Easy.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I'll look for it. That's cool. I'd love to have that.
Yeah.
I just have the first and the second film, I think. Aliens.
And that big one I showed you has just got the first 4. The anthology has got all of them, Prometheus and the other one.
Yeah.
But the real big
9.
one is just got the first 4. So.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah. I need that.
Need it. Hell yeah.
Now I got to do the figures and stuff too.
That. I want that. Man, since I'm in bed watching the movie and listening to you, it's all good.
And what time is it? 10, 11, 12, 1 a.m. Okay.
It is 1 a.m.?
For you guys, it is, right? 5 to 1? Quarter to 1. No.
Yeah, about 4 minutes till
1.
So let me see. You should see my alien collection in the background.
Cool. Okay. Look for that.
Cut scene with Dr. Satan. Yes. That's a deleted scene in Devil's Rejects where he's fighting off doctors and shit at the hospital or something.
Right.
He attacks a nurse. Yep, he killed her or something. It's 4 minutes to 1 a.m. Yes. Once again, well, here, I really quickly, let me play you a 6-7 minute thing here. The rest of the thing that we're all through. This is where he's talking about aliens. Hopefully you guys stick around just a little bit longer because it's really interesting. Okay, here is American Werewolf in New Jersey Part 2. Prefer the first one over the second one. Even, you know, as great as Aliens is, Alien just has this thing about it, and I really can't put my finger on exactly what it is. It just has that it factor. Where do you think Aliens fall short?
Where do I think they fall short?
Where do you think the second one falls short of being as great as the original?
I don't know that it falls short at all. I just think that I like the original one better. If anything, in a way, I would almost make a stronger case for the second film.
Right.
Because here we come out almost 10 years later.
Right.
Okay. And we're in the 80s now. And so the 80s are these, well, let's go back a little further. I have this argument, and I think I've made it with you before, about something called Sturgeon's Law.
Right.
And Sturgeon's Law says basically, and it was based a science fiction writer, I think his name is Henry Sturgeon. He made this argument that basically 9 out of 10 things suck. Like 90% of most everything that people make sucks.
Right.
Okay. So if you take that further, you could say that 9 out of 10 sequels are going to suck. Okay. Yeah. And I would say, oh, for me, you know me, I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right up my alley. This is right up my alley. But that also means that you're going to get that 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
You're going to get Terminator 2. You're going to get The Godfather 2. You're going to get, you're going to get The Empire Strikes Back.
That was one I was trying to think of earlier. I was coming up with the great part 2s, Bride of Frankenstein, Godfather 2, Terminator 2, Rocky 2 is really good also. And of course The Empire Strikes Back. Because usually part 2s fall into what they refer to as the sophomore jinx. And why do you think that is? Do you think it's because they're falling up the pressure of that great first one? Or?
No, I think that what happens is that, the natural conclusion to a storyline occurs basically not most of the time in the first movie.
Yeah.
And so the second one, just is out of this production company's demand to make more money.
Yeah.
But you don't always have a story.
Yeah.
And so, you usually get the director, usually doesn't want to be attached to it. I made my movie, and so they get somebody else who's not nearly as good. We can talk about the Exorcist franchise or any franchise, and you can see the decline in the quality, and especially if you're talking about horror, what was once a story about, complex characters and, great narrative and, outstanding performances becomes, as we go further and further down the rabbit hole, it just becomes about body count. It becomes about gore. And so the things that made it great in the first place aren't things that you can, capitalize on, because basically the story ended the first time.
Right.
There's no need for these ongoing things. So it's very rare. I mean, with Lucas had an entire vision.
Yeah.
So that's an exception. That's an exception. Yeah. Mario Puzo had an exception with The Godfather. He had an entire, huge volume of source material,
Cameron's done it twice, though. Cameron's done it twice. He took somebody else's material and made a great sequel to it, because I think he went at it a little differently. He went at it with his own vision, and he didn't try to remake the original.
Well, yeah, and that's one of the ironclad rules. I think you don't bet against James Cameron.
Yeah,
you don't bet against. Don't do that. Don't nobody's talking about it, but the second Avatar movie's made $2 billion.
Right.
I don't think it's had any impact or anything, but it's just James Cameron, and he puts out a movie, a dozen years after the last one. He hasn't made a movie in 12 years, and the first one made $1 billion. The second one has made $2 billion. You don't bet against James Cameron. And what James Cameron did in that second film, you've got the 80s now, and you've got that stupid sort of optimism that you and I grew up in, where the hero always has to win, no matter how ridiculous or preposterous. Look at the first Rocky movie. The first Rocky movie, he almost gets beat to death.
Yeah.
He loses the fight, but he gets his self-respect, which is what he wanted. That's all that's what that movie was about. He wanted to prove that he wasn't another bum from the neighborhood. You couldn't make a movie. Yeah, you couldn't make a movie. Yeah, he wins according to his rules. But you couldn't make a movie like that in the 80s. He had to win every fight.
True.
How many people have shot at Bruce Willis and Arnold and Stallone, and Chuck Norris in the 80s, and no one can shoot these guys. So the 80s are just this time of this optimism, where the hero, Van Damme and, whoever else it is, just, and then all the people underneath that, who tried to be like the B level, whatevers. They always win, and I think of Commando, he kills 100 men. He doesn't take one shot, and then he just picks up his daughter and walks off, and he jumps into the plane, and the hot chick, Ray Don Chong, is there waiting for him. And it was fun when I was 15, and I own it on Blu-ray now, but I see it for what it is.
Exactly.
But what Cameron did in the 80s is go in the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
He put together another ensemble with Sigourney again, and you got Michael Biehn, and you got Bill Paxton, and you got Lance Hendrickson. So he's got A-list casting. He's got Paul Reiser who was the biggest surprise as being a douchebag, you know, and just a murdering, you know, corporate, you know, psychopath as you could get. The last person, because he was doing like Mad About You or something with like Helen Hunt back then. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing in here?
Well,
But
I'm not sure. I'm not sure he was even doing that yet. I think he was still might have been a stand-up at that point.
He might have been. He might have been. But what Cameron did was come back to the 70s and make this bleak sort of movie where the heroes spend the entire movie. You know, you got these hyped up Marines and the military cadence, and you know, you think you're going to see some big fucking fight, and you sort of do, but what you're actually seeing are these, you know, heroes running for their fucking lives the entire movie.
Right.
You know, they're just on the back foot the entire time. Like the minute the fight starts, these guys they're like, let's get the fuck out of here. You know, so he subverts that expectation of what you've become used to for 6 or 7 years, because this came out in like 86 or 87. You've been watching Chuck Norris kick everybody's ass and Arnold kick everybody's ass. And he brought it back into something else, this dark, bleak, you know, where Ripley is incredibly damaged, you know.
This work too, yeah. He gets deep into that shit talking about. Oh,
he's right though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good stuff. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm just to the point of being really worn out. I'm gonna read these comments off here, and I'm gonna let you guys go. Let's see. Okay, I already did that. Okay, they've slowed down, so that's cool. I ain't they're tired too. I'm gonna get going
late
here
for you guys.
All right, Sean, take it easy. I appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you being
Sean.
here. Hope you had a good time. Man, hope you had a good time. Hope you found Aliens is something I think basically everybody likes is alien movies. So I don't even have to ask you if you enjoyed them. My advice would be every time we watch one of these or whatever, watch it again without the chat where you can actually focus on it really good. To see the ones you really like or not.
That's smart.
Trench, have a great night.
Hey, Trench.
Steel, have a great night.
Bye, Steel.
Lord of Salem. Lord of Salem. Yeah, I seen Lord of Salem once. I don't remember it really well, but I remember some. Oh yeah, ready to sleep. All right, man. Have a great night. Get some sleep.
Good night, man.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I totally understand.
Killer Clowns next week.
Yep, I'll be here with you guys next time. Yep, Killer Clowns next week, followed by the week after that will be Phantasm. Had a great time once again.
Yeah,
it all feels epic and long, doesn't it? It's like by the end of it, I'm always tired. I think it's a good thing.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, no, there's lots to talk about. You have so many people in the comments too.
Yeah, and I feel like I talk like a maniac.
You got too excited.
Like my throat, you know, my throat's halfway sore. You know what I mean? I've done some serious work. Well, I just have fun with you and them. You know what I mean? I always have a lot of fun. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah.
And
it was fun. I had a really good time.
Good. Yeah. That's what it's all about. So as long as everybody's got a smile on their face, laughing, enjoying themselves, talking to everybody, talking to us enjoying ourselves, us laughing.
Yep. We did 3 hours this time.
Yeah, I know. But you have a good night. Everybody else have a good night. Hey, stick around with me for just a minute here.
Okay.
After we get done here, just 1 minute.
Sure.
Everybody have a great night. Thank you very much.
Have a great night.
This was fantastic. We'll see you next week. I will see you doing something else, probably. Much love to you guys. Don't forget. Oh, first, there's Karen from Ocean Chicks Films. I am GoreAphobe, and you guys are not. Much love to you.